You are now listening to Nerd Rage Radio with Bobby Skullface and Adam Russman. This podcast is intended for mature audiences only and may not fit with your sensitive sensibilities. You may be a victim of meaningless outrage, or you may, in fact, be a big ninny pants. If this is the case, please feel free to turn it off now. This is no country for Ninny McNinny pants. So crack open the Mountain Dew. Make sure the cheese doodles are super fresh. We're in your mother's basement. It's Nerd Rage Radio.
And welcome to episode 186 of Nerd Rage Radio with your host, Dante the Destroyer.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Wah, wah, wah. Bobby Skullface, and I'm Adam Russman.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, man?
What's up?
Dude, good energy today.
Good energy?
Good energy. First off, I got to tell this, I got a dopest part 2 story. Are you ready? So, first off, I feel very blessed by my children. Mm-hmm. They get along very well. They all do very well in school. They don't have any really emotional or behavioral issues, whatnot. We did have some issues with my youngest, but it seems when we modified her diet, like she had some like eczema stuff. I've talked about that before. Yeah. That cleared up in her behavior. Any of her behavior issues are kind of her. She was kind of struggling in some stuff in class, and like it's all resolved itself. And it could be just growing up. I think there's
it could be a number of factors.
Yeah, a number of factors, correlations and causation. But she's the one that had the dopest. That's not the right one. That's not the right one.
Yeah, it is 15.
Is it? I think is it? It's 14. I remember. So, anyway, so she's got this little friend, and when
You're
I mean
welcome to use the headphones, Dante.
Oh, yeah,
you don't
please.
have to, but you're welcome to.
If hearing yourself talk though messes you up, you might not want to put them on. It's only for us. It's only for us conceited people. Facts.
I turn my voice on to go to sleep.
Yeah, sometimes. You know what's funny? Like when you start,
I made my own. What are those videos like? Real like?
Oh, the AWS. But it's funny. Have you researched that for yourself?
No,
because you're like an anti that.
I hate that. Yeah, I can't stand that.
They had that fucking Coors Light commercial for the Super Bowl.
I heard.
Everybody was talking about it. I was like, God, Bobby would not be able to
Oh,
take
it
this.
drove me nuts.
So my daughter has a little friend, and when I mean little friend, I mean she is ultra petite. Like she's eight as well, but like she still has to have a special car seat. Like her mom's very petite. Hey man, don't be a savage. Her mom's a very little person. Not
Come on.
a little person, not like a little person.
Like
you know what I mean? Like
midget
no,
person?
she's not. We don't use the N word here. All right, Dante.
I said person.
You have to say fidget.
Oh, she's rhymes with smidget.
No,
She's a fidget spinner.
no, or is she an idiot? But I mean, she's probably. I'd be surprised if she was 5 foot tall.
Technically,
I think 4'10".
4'10" is
the
considered
yeah. I had
little.
yeah. I had a no, for real. Like if you're under 4'10", because I had a female friend who was like she was like 4'10" and a half, and she was pissed off because if she was under that, she'd go to school for free.
Weird flex.
I know that's so
She wasn't really special.
I had a friend that was 4'9". Want to fight about it?
I mean, she probably went to school for free. That's what she told me. She talked about it all the time. She was pissed.
Wait, so if you're the little person, you get to go to school.
Well, that. You all right, bro? Jesus, that's a nerd rage first. Jesus.
So if you're a little person, you go to school like college.
Apparently, yeah. She would say all the time because like she was really petite.
Do they have to? Okay.
I don't know. I don't know the facts, man. This
Okay.
is all
I
will
cut Sophie's foot off.
No, it's got to be like everything's got to be.
natural. That's fucking wild.
Everything's
got to be natural.
all over the screen too, bro. It looks chunky. I didn't know you drink chunky coffee.
Christ, it looks like a rough night. For
There's
me.
definitely. Well, what are the chunks in there, man? What is that?
It's not strong. It's just droplets.
I saw a chunk. Maybe it was something in your teeth you spit out too. Anyway, so we had the dopest incident probably a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And the youngest child have issues going to sleep sometimes. Like she'll have nightmares and she'll want to come in, and I have a 0 tolerance policy for kids in my bed. That's because I used to work nights.
No.
And I'll tell you, nothing makes a grown man more angry than to come home after working all night long to find a child in his bed, with the exception of another man. That might make you more angry. But I don't know. I don't know. And so we picked up the little friend, and we're going to...
tossed it.
And don't do that. Don't do that. Ever seen that scene, Wolf of Wall Street? I've been wondering.
You can do it. You can. We looked up an agency one time.
That's horrible, yo.
Yeah.
So horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's lots of horrible things, though.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway.
As long as they're having fun.
That's true. Hey, man, that's true. I know some girls who are strippers and do some other stuff, and they had a fine childhood.
The moment you get your tossing gloves on, they're like, I don't like the look of it.
This is not a Patreon show. This is not a Patreon show.
Not even there. Reel it back a little bit.
You might have to, just because Dante's here, it's not a Patreon show. So we're driving with a little friend, and I hear her say something about decapitation. That's a big word for 8-year-old.
Agreed.
Right?
Big
And
word
I'm
for
like,
me.
what are you talking about? And then she starts talking about the goat man, and he's got a goat head or whatever. And they're all the way in the back of the van, right? And then she said, and then the ritual ceremony to invoke Satan,
Yikes.
quote unquote. And I'm like, pump the brakes. What are y'all talking about? Nothing. Y'all talking about appropriate shit. I don't want to hear it anymore.
Y'all talking about Satan. That's what y'all talking about. Y'all need Jesus.
You do need Jesus. You need to pray to Jesus right now. You better get on your knees. Start praying to Jesus right now.
Just pull into the church.
I am
parking lot.
the minister in me.
Yeah. Got activated.
Got activated. So like I was looking at my wife and I'm like, what the fuck is that shit? And she's like, it was the same shit with the dopest shit. And I was like, I don't like this. I don't like this one little bit. So apparently they had some kind of seance ceremony at recess, and it caused some other children to
Get possessed.
get possessed by the
the
devil,
devil.
by Beelzebub. All right,
The unclean one.
the unclean one. And the little friend that initiated this, apparently she had nightmares, was up all night long crying or whatever. And so her mom, because I'm like,
Ah, that little devil.
so her mom said something to my wife, like, yeah, they were doing some kind of ceremony or whatever. And my wife was like, yeah, they were fucking talking about that shit, And it was funny. My wife was like, do you think her parents are Satan worshippers? I'm like, man, they're definitely not, my bad. They're definitely not Satan worshippers, okay? I mean, they're not that cool. You know what I mean?
That's how they hide in plain sight. Though.
Maybe they're the real deal. And so, dude, they're fucking drawing and like when I say them, not my daughter, make that specific. Drawing pentagrams and putting certain stones around the pentagrams. I'm like, where the fuck are you watching this? Where are you learning this from?
Right.
And the mother was like, yeah, we let her watch some kind of ghost hunting show, and I think that she got some ideas, whatever, in this. And like, if you were watching, there's like that trope of that cute little kid that's always like the super evil one. And that's like this girl. She's like super cute and petite, always wears a hairband with cat ears on it. Should have been the first sign. Should have been the first sign.
She's a familiar.
She is a familiar. And she will no longer be familiar at my house, I'll tell you that.
Of the devil.
So it's just like, so anyway. So we hear about this yesterday, like we need to talk to her. And my wife is like, what are we going to say to her? And I jumped up and said, we're going to say, get on your knees right now and pray to Jesus for forgiveness. Can I get a hot damn? Hot damn. And she didn't think it's funny, but my daughter came in and
Next week you're like, so Bobby came over, smacked her in the forehead for some reason.
with the holy water.
Like, hit her with
The power of Christ compels you. Power of Christ compels
Cross
you.
to her forehead. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. Do you know what she said? Anyway, not going to do that. Not going to do that. And I'm going to sweatshirt right there because there's no back to the chair. Shimon. I got Dante. That's two. That's two. Oh, shit. Did the coffee burn when it comes out of your nose, Dante?
No, it's kind of smooth.
It's that nice dark roast.
Breakfast blend.
Yes, they're very smooth, very gentle. So it's funny. So my daughter came in, and I'm like, listen, I'm not saying I have any superpowers, but I'm pretty good at lie detection, And My daughter had my wife bamboozled from Go. She's like, she doesn't know. I'm like, she fucking knows. She knows. And so I talked to her and for about 10, 15 minutes before she finally broke and like told me the truth of what happened. Like, I know what happened. You're gonna tell me what happened. Nothing happened. Like
She was like, "Don't start with the hand. The victim gets off."
That's right. So after I hit her in the head with the Bible a couple times, she finally let loose what was going on. And I'm like, and listen, man, I would consider myself a man of science, but being a man of science got nothing to do with the dark powers of the universe. Goddamn it,
dude, it's the truth.
And I have seen too many. I've seen
shit
too
turn
many
your hair
spooky
white.
shit. Yeah. I've seen too many spooky shit in other things that I am a believer that there's something out there, and it might be fifth dimensional beings that are coexisting on the same plane, a separate plane of reality, slightly out of phase of us. But that shit is too much for my daughter to be fucking around with.
Oh yeah.
That's a fact. Where you going?
I'm gonna grab something real quick.
Oh shit.
Oh god. That shit is funny.
Oh, just a tissue?
Yeah, I see this little speck in between these two keys. Go ahead.
Speck? Just a speck. So that was my parenting week. And so this friend cut off. They should have a play date at the end of the month. Done. And if the mom
Cut
calls,
off the serpent's head and another one will grow to take his place.
and if the mom calls again, I'm like, hello. This is a safe space for your daughter. But anyway, that's about that. Saw some fucking phenomenal shows.
Okay,
Well,
talk
maybe
about
one
it.
phenomenal show. One was Love, Death plus Robots.
Oh, it's funny. We got a Patreon question about that.
Fucking awesome. Amazeballs.
Consider it answered.
Yeah, I it was one of those things I just kind of stumbled upon it. I saw actually to be truthful, honest, fair,
honest, and true to
truthful
yourself.
There was a commercial on like Facebook for Netflix, which those motherfuckers are right on point with those commercials. Those commercials on
Little
Facebook,
fucks.
they are, man. You know when like you get the music off and you're scrolling and like you just see the shapes and colors and whatever, like ooh, pretty shiny. But it's I couldn't tell you how many episodes it is. It might be 15, it might be 20. I was enthralled. They all are different. They're all like their own, story. Some of
Like
them are
each one is self-contained.
each one is self-contained.
Oh, nice.
They vary in length. One is 3 minutes. Fucking awesome.
Really?
Fucking awesome.
Now I'm intrigued.
When the yogurt
See, because that's like a series of short films.
when the yogurt took over. Fucking awesome.
Okay.
Hey, the yogurt took over.
My yogurt takes
And
over
we knew
a lot.
when the yogurt took over
I'm like, yeah, let's click on this.
because we let them take over. That's all I'm going to say. Some of the CGI is breathtaking. Like there was one that I was like, is this real people with anime like masks on that they CGI, or is it 100%? It's so fucking good. It is not for kids. There is tons of nudity, tons of sex.
Good. Let's Wiener in there.
There's definitely that's a wiener in there.
Nice.
Dude, there's Dracula wiener.
Oh,
Uncircumcised.
dude, pause the show.
But like some of it's animation, some of it's
Dude, is
computer
it
generated.
excessive? God, I imagine it being excessive.
It's excessive. It is excessive.
God bless. It was like Obi-Wan's sleeve.
It tapers. It tapers for sure. Very old, very crusty.
Like an anteater snout.
Yeah. So there's some weighing. There's like, so I've been on this no porn kick for 78 days, and my wife came up during this one like very. I want you to watch it because there's like a question like if that was you, would you go along with that shit? Knowing you, absolutely, you'd be fucking down. I almost want to ruin it for you.
No, because I'm in.
Okay.
This, I'm in.
But there's one scene like these two people get together and seen each other for a long time. They're having sex, great tits, and like she's like pouring champagne all over herself. He's like licking it off her breast and everything, and she's like, "How does this not cross the porn rule?" I said, "This is art, goddammit."
Was there a penetration scene?
There wasn't a penetration scene. Yeah,
No.
and it's like, listen, I'm not. My rule is that I'm not scrolling the internet for pornography. That is the rule.
fair.
If I'm watching a show or something, and there's some nudity, there's some sexy stuff. It's okay.
Nudity is natural, so it's fine.
That's right. Body positive. So Love, Death, Robots, or Death, Love, Robot, Death plus Robots. It's great. I think I'm gonna go back and watch them all again. But it's really good. And there's so many variety of style of art and storyline. There's definitely something for everybody. And I mean, like, some of them are just like oh, it's fucked up. It's
Is this the porno scene?
Oh, it's fucked up. No. But maybe.
Well, I'm out.
But maybe. Because, dude, goddamn, I almost want to pause the podcast and just watch this one because it's like 12 minutes long. It'd be worth like pausing the podcast and watch it because like you'd be like, dude, you down? And you're like, yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably down.
You're like, put me back under, goddamn it.
Put me back under.
So, God, I want to give you this hypothetical.
All right, just go ahead.
Okay, so hypothetically speaking, right? Let's say there's a parasite.
Okay.
All right, it's going to attach to you, to your brain.
Okay.
And it's going to slowly feed on you for 1,000 years.
Okay.
All right, you're not going to die for 1,000 years, and you'll live in this wonderful heaven with this parasite who is conscious for 1,000 years, and it will be how you love each other, you and Laura times 1,000. Are you down?
No. Because
it's not real. It's real to the parasite, and it's real to you.
Yeah, no, I'm in for the ups and downs.
But she's eating you.
That doesn't bother me.
Yeah,
like if there were different, if the payoff was different, I'd be up for the being fed on.
Okay, just fucking amazing sex for 1,000 years, every day, just fucking.
But in real life, like a real world,
I mean, it's real to you.
No. See, that's the key.
It's as real as it can be. It's as real
as it can be without being real.
I mean, it's realer than real. How about that?
Are you aware that it's of what's going on, or do you just
see? Because like, what
Not
about
at first.
What about my kids, my friends, my wife? Nah, I'm out. I'm out. But like I said, like it's not the parasite bit that bothers me.
You didn't have any kids. You didn't have a wife.
Friends. I have my friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But it's not the parasite bit that bothers me. It's the sacrifice of everything else.
Yeah. So let me switch to the scenario.
Okay.
You find out you're driving one day, right? The planet gets hit by a snowball. You freeze instantly. The world is destroyed, right? While you're frozen, a parasite attaches to you. And then my scenario goes forward.
Yeah, I'm in.
You're in.
Yeah.
And like she's like, I really like you. We can do this for a while if you're down. You're like, kill me now, or no, this is great.
No, it's great. Let's ride it out.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad you said that. All right. And then I watched another show on Netflix called The Order. It's like I love a good sci-fi supernatural type thing, and it's about the secret society that's in this college, probably in Massachusetts, someplace. I don't know. They refer to people as townies, so that's probably a good sign. And they're a bunch of wizards.
So Ian.
But there's also a counter secret society, which is that of werewolves. That the werewolves are actually the good guys that hunt bad magic. The most interesting werewolf lore I've ever experienced in a show. Basically, anybody can be a werewolf. You're not bitten. It's not a disease. It's not a virus. It's actually a physical wolf pelt that attaches to you like a symbiote, like venom.
Oh, okay.
And it's like
I was hoping it was more like LARPing, like you just put the wolf in your heart.
No. But it was pretty cool how they did it. It's very venom-esque. Whoever wrote it was like, oh, dude, I'll make werewolf venoms. It was fine. It wasn't anything like to write home about. Like I just kind of got into it. I'm like, I got to see how this goes. And actually, it was one of these. I was like, okay, this is cool. This is kind of a cool element of it. Okay, now we're getting very predictable. This is very predictable. And the last scene is like, oh, I didn't expect that. Okay, that made it worth it.
Gotcha.
You know, don't don't even fucking give it a try.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
You know, don't even.
It was on my list.
I mean, no, for you might like it. I'm telling him.
Like, I don't have, like I was saying to him earlier, I don't have chunks of time to watch anything anymore. So it's like, it's there.
Yeah.
It'll probably be there in 2 years
forever,
as well.
Forever.
And
It's going to be
Sarah
there.
will say to me, you should clear off your list because you got like 79 fucking different things that you haven't started. Like, I'll watch it tomorrow.
We'll get to him. It'll be fine.
I'll pass.
And I'm trying to think, is there anything else? Fuck. This Joe Rogan podcast with this fucking journalist Anderson something was fucking crazy.
I'm looking forward to the Andrew Schultz one.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think I had 2 to knock out before him, and then there's another one with these two medical professionals, like scientists. One's a doctor, a neuroscientist. The other's like a journalist, and they're arguing about like what causes obesity.
Oh,
Dude, like they were going at each other's throats. It was the most back and forth on a Joe Rogan podcast I've ever experienced, where Joe didn't like keep them in check, and like the younger sounding dude was such a belligerent asshole, like just a fucking punk. Like I wanted him to be wrong, just because how much of a dickhead he was. And the older guy seemed to try to be more respectful. I mean, they both made good points, but like that was pretty interesting. Just the nature of them going back and forth, that was really good. This other one's about this guy who fucking was like, you know, a cameraman and a journalist going to war with these guys. He dropped off in the Marines during ambushes and shit, and he's talking about how, like, looking through the screen, like, you lie to yourself and tell yourself that you're not there because you're focused on this task. You kind of trick yourself, and then before you know it, you get kind of numb to it and everything. He's talking about, like, guys getting blown up next to him and whatnot. Like war journalists.
I got that. I can understand that.
Yeah, for sure.
You just start you start focusing on the things that you're trained to do, one thing at a time, and as you're moving through those things, that horrific event is simultaneously taking place, but you don't really have time to focus on that horrific thing because you're so focused on task after task after task.
Yep.
I understand.
I'll tell you, like I refuse to record things that my kids are doing, like production wise, because I think that you're so focused on recording it, you can't really intake the experience.
Oh yeah.
And like it pisses me the fuck off when I'm at these events and everybody's got
their phone in there,
and like the teacher's like, listen, we got a camera in the back. We're gonna get it recorded. Please don't put your phones. It disrupts the show. And I'll be the first one. Like, you didn't hear that part about the camera in the back?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, he doesn't know about the camera in the back.
Yeah,
that's why that school fucking hates me.
And like the truth is like, look, I love my kids. I think they're all talented in their own ways. But you know how much of their performance I need to see? Well, no, that's not fair. You know how much of their performance I need to document?
5 seconds?
5 to 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Does it. Perfect. Memory will live on forever. 5 to 10 seconds.
Not if you're too busy script. You know, you're gonna remember looking at your phone. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what I'm saying. 5 to 10 seconds. Okay, little quip.
Man.
I'm done.
Like if I was that drama teacher, I would tell you. I'm gonna tell you all right now. If I see a fucking phone on, I'm stopping it. Do you understand me? It's done.
I will embarrass all of you.
Yeah, it's done. Like, leave your phones in your fucking car, or leave them in. I got a box right here. You put your phones in. Put your phones in the box. You fucking douchebags.
That's what they do at some comedy shows.
Yeah,
they need to.
Concerts too sometimes.
Yeah. Good. Leave your fucking phone in the car.
If you want to get to it, you got to leave, and you can't bring it back in there. You have to go out there and handle it.
Like, violence isn't always the key, but sometimes it is.
Fuck yeah,
and I really wish it was. You know what I wish was appropriate. That if I walked up on somebody who's doing a job, right? Who's supposed to be doing a job, and they're on their phone, I should be allowed to slap it out of their hand. Boom! Oh, hey, yeah. Listen, let me get number 5. Supersize that motherfucker.
Dude, what's up with the skimpiness on the sauces from Chick-fil-A?
I don't know. I haven't been there for years.
That shit is trash.
They probably running out because they got 2 drive-thrus now. So many people there.
They got fucking buckets of that shit.
We have a lot, because Sarah just keeps sauce after sauce after sauce. So whenever they ask, do you want any sauce? I'm like, nah, we good.
See, I'm like, yeah,
so much at home.
Yeah, but you use an unreal amount of sauce. You'll go through half a ketchup bottle for a meal.
That's not true.
I mean, like a traditional ketchup bottle?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. It depends on the meal. But, like, if I'm getting a chicken sandwich and fries, a large fries, 2 packs of ketchup is not enough.
I agree with that.
Like,
you need at least 4.
I would say that 4 is a fair number.
I mean,
like
one and a half on
for
your
the chicken sandwich. Yep, and then the rest for the fries.
Okay,
yep,
I'm with you.
I would have been in the same spot.
But you know what? Some people don't like ketchup on their Chick-fil-A fries because they're already so good if they're properly salted.
Yeah, but here's the thing. True, big facts.
Properly salted.
But here's the thing. I'll be like, could I get a couple more, or could I get some more, or could I get a few more?
Yeah.
Or if I can say anything about getting more, 2.
No, I'll be like, I need 4 more ketchup. Let's give him a number. I need 4 more ketchup.
Now I say I want a handful.
Okay.
I want a handful in the bag. I'll take the rest home.
Or just leave them in your car. You have them for next time.
Jesus Christ.
You know what? I don't like. Dude, think about eating ketchup out of packs. It's fucking disgusting. It is. Like, everybody's got their greasy dick beaters all over that fucking ketchup package. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
like when you squeeze it out, it can't help but like go all over the surface.
Yeah, but the pump tub is worse. If you start thinking about that one,
is
like,
it?
Yeah, because like how
how
long has that shit been sitting in there? What you know? Yeah, like it's
that thing's
all
getting pumped all day long,
all the,
so to speak.
All the crustables that sit around it.
Yeah, but then you even put in that, like you bite it with your teeth, that fucking ketchup. Put that shit right in my mouth.
Yeah, well, my germs.
When I was a kid,
like we were licking whatever's on the fucking ketchup.
I'm like whatever.
When we were little, we didn't have good food to eat. Like my brother, like my uncle worked at Popeyes, so he would bring home, whatever at the end of the night.
Dope fries, by the way.
Yeah, we talked about this.
You don't like the fries?
Sarah loves it. I'm like, I'll be all right. Like,
I mean, do you? On time out. Do you hate Popeyes fries? They're not your favorite.
They're not my favorite. I don't hate them.
They belong on the top 5 of a fast food restaurant list.
All right. Let's see here.
You gotta bring Dante in.
Yeah.
Call back.
I don't know. They'd probably be like 6 or 7 for me. Let me think through this though.
I got you. Right. I got you right here, bro.
I'm gonna go with
number 1,
Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
And they grew on
if they're properly salted.
Yes, correct.
Okay. The waffle fries, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I liked Roy Rogers, the steak fries. I didn't at first, but I liked.
I know what you're talking about. Yep.
I'm
with you on that. I'm with you on that.
Easier to dip.
But you know what? There's a ratio. If they're too fat,
yes,
or they're too thin, you got to get that one that's just right. There's a Goldilocks zone there with the Roy's fries.
Yeah.
All right?
I mean,
all right, that's respectable. That's respectable. Some people like a potatoy fry. It's fine. Continue.
I like McDonald's fries.
Yep. All right. They're classic. They belong in the top 5.
You have to put an okie doke when you say, "Can I get them unsalted?" So you get some fresh ones. And you put your own fucking salt.
There you go. There you go. He's thinking this all the way through. Okay. Okay.
So that's 3.
That's 3.
Who else is out there? Yeah, maybe Popeyes does jump up there in the top 5.
What do you think about? How about? All right, I'm gonna give you some alibis.
I want to give you some too.
What about Five Guys?
I'm not crazy about Five Guys.
Dude, I'm not crazy about them either. Because I really like them when they're done perfectly, but sometimes they're like sitting in the cup too long. They get all soggy and oily.
What cup? They just throw straight in the bag on your sandwich.
No, they don't. They have a cup. No, they don't. They put a cup of fries in there, and then they dump a scoop on the ensemble.
There's a cup.
I haven't been there in a while.
Upside down in my bag.
There's a styrofoam cup that they've always done.
Oh, okay, maybe.
I do see the remnants.
All right, what about Boardwalk fries? Do they even exist anymore? They used to be good as fuck. They used to be good as fuck.
I remember they used to be like people would act like they were so special.
They were good.
They're fine.
They were good.
Honestly,
you got them in a big gulp cup, man.
I don't think I can't really speak on them because I probably only had them once and didn't.
Let me throw.
How about Checkers?
They're further down.
See, that makes sense.
Same as that was a test.
Yes, because Popeyes and Checkers are very similar.
Very similar.
What about Arby's, the curly fry?
Fuck Arby's.
Ooh,
all right,
wow. So you don't like a seasoned fry. That's what it is. That's a common denominator.
Yes.
You don't like all that.
But
all that spice
Arby's in general. Because I just got into this on Facebook with a group of people and they fucking came at me because everybody loves Arby's. Fuck Arby's. I don't know how Arby's still exists.
I don't like Arby's because there's a group of people that likes Arby's.
I want Black Phillip to take that little section, animate it, and then have the Arby's hand come up and smack the shit out of Dante's face.
Because then Dante go and burn down Arby's.
And then I will go over to the Arby's near my house and I will fuck up the staff one by one. And
we have no idea what he's talking about. He's a madman.
He said we slapped him. I didn't touch him.
I will wait for them each night in the parking lot.
He kept saying, "Bring the glove out here. Bring the glove out here."
What if there's a dude in an Arby's glove? like a giant,
like the cow.
Yeah. And it's, and all of a sudden, motherfucker's like jacked up. He's got him a full rear naked choke or whatnot.
I mean, fuck them.
We should do restaurant fries at some point, but I don't think I'm prepared. I don't feel prepared for that right now.
Yeah, I'd have to really.
The problem with that is the logistics of getting them all together in a quick time. Like we have to have everybody. We have to coordinate it all with like how long it would take to drive to a centralized location, order the fries at a specific time to have them done to get there within like a 5-minute time period. Because you can't go that much longer than 5 minutes.
No.
Make it
the math involved in this is making me kind of aroused.
Love fries. Like
it's a fucking challenge.
Like
logistical challenges. I love
a
them.
month-long type thing. Like you go every couple days to one spot, document what you know.
You got to have them right there, man. You
I
got to have
agree,
them right there.
but in the ideal of like just
unless we call the stores and
well,
coordinate.
What if you were to like just recall from your memory, like we're doing with fast food?
Yeah, because I mean, I think we need to sit there and be like, dude, try this one right here.
Well, I mean, I'm never going to turn down a fry sampling contest.
Exactly.
There's this spot in Laurel called Winnie's.
Was it the Laurel? Push up a button. You can access the water from the walls. And here's the kicker: it is free,
dude. Hold on a second. In an environment after the movie Black Panther that's so racist.
There's a spot in Laurel called Winnie's, and they had these crinkle fries. And I think the thing is they change their oil every day. But and the thing is too, so you go in, it was a Chinese restaurant, but they also had on the sign also American burger food. That's what it fucking
American
said.
burger food is always my favorite.
And I love it because you go in, you ask for the cheesesteak combo. So they put so much fucking meat in there that you can bring another fucking 8-inch roll and fill that shit up perfectly fine.
Ew.
So you get that, and then you get just a fucking stash of fries. You get like a 32-ounce soda, $5. So we will always go and get that just for the fries because you get those fries fresh. That like I'll take those over any fry.
I do think Burger King fries deserve to be on. They've had a couple different variations. There's a very potato-y one, like fresh cut.
The super crunchy one is.
But the one was like the ground up, like it's almost like tater tots. It's like tater tots in the shape of fries. Yeah, it's good as fuck, man. God damn, let's go some fries right now.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be dinner for me.
Yeah. So where were we? You were still on Nerwies, I think.
I don't fucking know, man. Now I'm fucking hungry. Trying to think if I got anything else new. I think that's gonna be it. I've had a couple good podcasts here recently, but that's about it. Oh, no, we did our Patreon yesterday. That was kind of a good snafu. Check that out for all of our Patreon.
Yeah, I got it. I haven't put it up yet, but it is good. I think I'm this weekend. I think is when it goes up.
All right. Hey, Dante, since you're a guest, and I should let you go first.
Ass sliders is the best part of that.
Is that what you name it?
No, I think I named it 13 more inches.
Nice. How was your nerd week? How was your nerd quarter?
It was like quarterly.
Let me check on Janet real quick.
It's been fine.
Talk about yourselves.
It's. I mean, like I was telling
you got your blue belt.
Yeah.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you. I
know it's a lot of work. People don't realize.
Especially at our school, because they don't just hand out blue belts.
You know what is kind of cool, man, about the jiu-jitsu world? They've kind of put meaning back into getting a belt, a promotion. Like, it's bullshit in any other martial art. Not any other martial arts, but the majority of them. Because like he's like, hey, did you pay a $50 fee? Yeah. Here's your belt. You know?
And that's the one thing we don't. There's still a lot of jiu-jitsu schools that do that. They charge for the belt testing and belt fees and stuff. We don't do that. I think most Maryland gyms don't do that. But a lot of them, they don't say you have to compete, but it helps if you compete and you're going out there slaughtering other white belts. They're like, let's just move this fucking guy up.
Yeah, I was going to say slaughter other white boys.
I mean,
he was having a flashback about Arby's.
And fuck Arby's, you know?
Is Arby's a majority white restaurant? Like, would you say the clientele there?
I don't know. I haven't been in an Arby's in so long.
I've been in a handful recently.
There's one close to where I work.
I mean, everybody can agree, not to make this a racial conversation. Everybody can agree that if you walk into Cracker Barrel, what are you going to see?
It looks like it sounds.
Exactly. A bunch of old ass white people. Am I right? Am I right?
Sarah's friend loves Cracker Barrel, and she is of that mindset. Like, I wish I lived in the 1950s.
Dude, speaking of wild clientele in restaurants, fucking Golden Corral, Mac. Dude, seeing somebody with a plate with corn on the cob and ice cream is wild as fuck.
I refuse to eat a Golden Trough.
I've only been there once. My dad's like a huge. My dad can't wait to line up for a buffet. Can't wait. And like it's just like it's such a sad sight. Like like
we went to a buffet when we were in Williamsburg for Christmas, and everybody like. My buddy at work, he's like, "Oh, you got to go to Captain Jack's." Or I think it's Captain Jack's. Yeah, and it was nice. I mean, it was on Benjamin's level.
A buffet doesn't necessarily mean it's bad.
But you know what, man? I mean, let me finish. I think I've had my last buffet. I think I've had. I don't know if I'm just too fucking. I'm too uppity now or bougie to ever eat at a buffet again. Mm-hmm. But it just nothing is ever quality. The only thing that you could do
Dutchess
at a buffet,
has a nice buffet.
The only thing, because of crab dip.
Yeah, it's
you
delish.
go there and you eat like a fucking gallon of crab dip.
Drab crip.
Drab crip until you get the drab crip in your toe with the gout and like roast, whatever it is, fucking prime rib.
Yeah.
I mean, so you can't fuck up those, but like. And Dutch's is not your normal.
Correct. That's what I'm saying. There is a high end buffet that's fine, but most of the time buffets are more closer to Golden Corral.
Yeah, fucking troughs, Golden Trough.
Dude, ice cream and corn on the cob is fucking wild.
I mean, they're ahead of the game though. It was like, let me go ahead and eat this. I know I'm going to get dessert. So
God forbid I walk back up there.
I know. That's
like,
all the exercise.
Waste time.
That's all the exercise these people are getting.
Dude, can you imagine being at a place like Golden Corral where you're gonna really gorge if you want, and you're holding onto the plate, and you say, "Where are the regular plates?" And they say, "That's them." How fat are you?
You've been here 4 hours. You go now.
Your heart
no pay
is like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Oh God, man! It's funny. I mean, we've really reduced the amount of going out to eat here recently. I don't know what
we never get to go because we're the baby and shit. Like,
yeah. We don't go.
And actually,
we're poor.
I just got in trouble recently over Shazam. We're going to go see Shazam Saturday, and Laura and I were supposed to go out to dinner before we hung out with you guys.
Well, tell us my birthday, goddammit.
No, I mean it wasn't a big deal, but it was like,
dude, you can drop the baby off with us anytime. We're always home. We never fucking do anything anymore.
Yeah, I hear you.
Because of drama and fucking work and shit. So devil worshipping, fighting devil.
I don't know if
fighting devil worshippers.
I don't know if I'm comfortable leaving my children there.
Why? Your children probably teach my children something.
Selena,
for sure. Let me show you how to skin a cat right.
I want to open up this little duck and see what's inside.
Isn't it cute? Dude. She's waiting for the cute response. Oh, yeah. Pat you on the head.
She just stares at you.
Yeah.
Isn't it cute?
Mm-hmm. So how's the Marvel Legends collection going? What did Sarah get you for?
Sarah gave me some shit about it a few months back. Like
Dante is for real lying. He gets his line is to go out there and hunt for him. Ain't no bullshit.
Like Sarah texted me the other day at work. I heard the phone go off, and it's either a text of Sophie doing something, or it's a Marvel Legend. I look at it, I was like, oh, cool. It was the Killmonger from the new Black Panther wave, which that's what I was hoping was in the
movie.
last one.
The movie wave? Okay.
Yeah. That's what I was hoping was in the last one. I was like, that's what I wanted. So she was like, you want me to get it? Walgreens are doing Marvel Legends to the end of the month for $13. So I was like, yeah, grab that. And then there was a Captain Marvel. I was like, yeah, get that too.
Little did you know.
Like, shit. But she gave me a little shit, like, not too long ago, because she was like, I bought, like, Scarlet Spider was the first one I bought, like, years ago. And I was like, yeah, I like Scarlet Spider, just like the design. I like it.
Yeah.
Got a hoodie. That's cool.
Yeah.
So I was like, this will be the only one I get. And, and we counted. It was like, you got fucking close to 100 fucking action figures down here right now. I was like, nah, yeah, I mean, but like I was telling Bobby, I have an ideal in mind. There should be an end point. is I'm trying to do the
We
90s.
keep doing this to ourselves.
Yeah, you guys are fucking liars. You're all fucking liars.
It will end at some point. I'm doing the MCU, just like anything building up to Infinity War, and I'll add Ronin in there because
I swore off the Marvel Legends MCU stuff because I was doing the fig arts, but I might get Thanos' crew for like a Thanos shelf. Like
that's
big,
that's good.
you know,
That's
just shit that I know fig arts is not going to do.
I mentioned what you're saying, let you speak. But I forgot that interview with Shazam. The actor that plays Shazam, he made some joke about, he's like, well, how's the suit? Is it good? He's like, well, it's like every suit of these. It fucking sucks. There's no zippers. It's like a giant onesie, and there's padding. You're freezing when it's cold, and you're boiling when it's hot. I mean, what superhero suit has fucking zippers? Maybe Deadpool. Oh yeah, Deadpool's have zippers because it's designed.
That Rob Liefeld does.
It's designed by Rob Liefeld. Zippers and pouches. Zippers and pouches and no feet.
He said that?
Yeah, he said that in the interview.
Dude, I just liked him a lot more.
Right? So anyway, I'm sorry. Continue. Makes you want to see the movie that much more. That much more.
He was at Comic-Con. He was actually somewhat like
Rob Liefeld or
no
Levi, whatever his name is.
Yeah, Levi Shazam guy.
I like it.
Levi the Shazam guy.
He was on that panel. Marilyn Phil and I were up there. I tried to get some video of it, but my phone's fucking dookie, so
Dukes.
I just gave up on it. But he semi charismatic, and it was like I'm marginally interested. I'll see it.
Yeah.
Because, like, oddly enough, all the DC movies, as soon as they hit Blu-ray, I go out and buy them. But the Marvel movies, I'm like, I'll wait on that one. Like it'll be cheap enough. But the DC movies, for some reason, I'm like, I got to get this today
Before it disappears.
And then I just then I'll
There's no evidence.
buy all these so nobody else can see it.
Not for nothing. I
Did you buy Aquaman? Is Aquaman out yet?
It comes out Tuesday.
Okay.
I like more DC movies than I don't.
Yeah.
I don't care for Suicide Squad. I don't really care for Justice League. But the rest I'm in for. And even Justice League, I can see myself sitting through it again just to see the Everybody Knows montage and the scene. And the flashback scene where they took the fucking box from the Amazonians. I can see myself sitting. It's like episode 1. Like I'm like, I'll watch episode 1 for these 4 moments.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
But I don't really like to be even more fair. Like there are, and I know this makes me sound away, and I get it, but like Ant-Man, like there's nothing about the Ant-Man that makes me want to watch it again, other than saying like, okay, here we are going through
Anthony.
Here we are going through the motions of watching them all again. But there's not like one moment that I'm like, dude, this moment is good enough.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean,
even Iron Man 3 has that moment, like all the suits at the end.
Yeah,
like, I'll sit through it to
it's
get
got a
to
crescendo.
That. Yeah.
I mean, I'll tell you, I can watch that. There's too many of them. Bring me Thanos. I mean, I could watch. I'm getting chills thinking about that. I can watch that scene over and over again. That scene
from the moment of invasion is I could wake up and watch it every day.
Yeah, that scene right there is almost on par with Crystal Reeves saving Margot Kidder in the first Superman movie for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, that
I don't think there's going to be a scene that's going to hit like as hard for me as that one because of how young I was when I saw it, and also John Williams.
Yeah.
If John Williams can do a Marvel movie before he dies, and fucking, I mean, I think that his music by itself can jump it up a notch. Yeah. Any scene. Continue down there.
We've been doing. I've been slowing down on Marvel Legends, just more so because, like I said, I have kind of an ideal endpoint. Really just trying to get the 90s X-Men and the MCU. Thanos' crew. And initially I was like, I just want Thanos. Like, I don't want any others. But then I started seeing the others. I'm like, you know what? I got to have them all. I got to put them together, put them up there.
I can dig it.
Who's your favorite of the Thanos' crew?
The first one that bites it.
Yeah.
The mental guy?
Ebony Maw.
Like, I think Ebony Maw is. I think that's. Is that?
I
Ebony
think that's
Maw?
because I called him Ebony Man last week.
It's Maw. MAW.
But
don't yell at me. It
we've
might be
been actually,
MAU. L.
No, it's MA. Because I thought it was Ebony Man last week. Remember, it was 3 letters.
Oh,
and then
okay.
It's just going to a black man. That's all. Rob.
That's strike two for Rob.
But I've also been just kind of rewatching all the Marvel movies. Well, I've completed them, but then I like watching them in that order. But then then it gets to points where it's like Ant-Man. Do I really need to watch Ant-Man?
Nope.
Like,
dude, I hate to cut you off, and I'm gonna let you finish. But like, it is one thing. Like, an interesting thing about my life is certain groups of people, like white people, I've been too black for them. In certain groups of black friends, I've been too white for them.
Story of my life.
What? No, you maybe even you've been. Yeah, I agree. Because like there were times over there, like at the World, when like it was fucking a different type of crew in there, and then you'd pop in with like 3 bags of Burger King, and it looked crazy as fuck with like a Beavis and Butthead T-shirt on. I was like, dude, this is crazy.
Hey man, I'm just being me.
Yeah, that's big facts. That's big facts.
Like, oh well.
Anyway, continue.
Ant-Man.
But yeah, Ant-Man.
Slide left.
Like I turn Ant-Man on, and it's background noise. Like I'm
fair.
on my phone, I'm doing something. But then I'll turn around. I was like, oh, okay, there's that part I should know.
Have you watched Ant-Man 2 since the theater?
Yes, one time with Laura.
Okay.
I like it even less.
Oh, really?
We
I haven't
watch
watched it. I mean, it's been on Netflix for a couple weeks and I haven't watched it.
But I'll watch it for the 2 wasp scenes. The one where she fights inside the restaurant or whatever, and then the one where she like swings out of the van and kicks back in. I'll watch it for those 2 scenes, and then I'm not interested
Is
anymore.
she the best thing of that movie?
100%.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind.
Michelle Pfeiffer's great.
Yeah,
in it,
that's I don't mind Michelle Pfeiffer. I would want some more of her, and I don't mind Michael Douglas. Like,
yeah, I don't mind
and I
him.
like what's his face, Paul Rudd.
It's just not enough. It's
Yeah, it is. But you know what? It fills a void, so to speak.
yeah.
It you know what it is? It's
Grilled chicken.
no, it's not grilled chicken.
It's a little bit
not
better
grilled
than baked chicken, but
You know what it is? It's a proper appetizer.
okay.
It's a proper and not one that's too rich or too special. It's like,
I'd have to
hey,
put it-
should we get some mozzarella sticks?
It's-
Let's
see-
get some mozzarella sticks.
No. See, I disagree.
Oh, you know, this sauce is a little runny.
like Black Panther to me is like an appetizer. The Ant-Man is more like the soups and salads portion.
Okay. Oh, really good breadsticks. Can we agree with really good breadsticks?
Fair breadsticks.
Okay.
We watch Ant-Man, not the whole Ant-Man and Wasp, because Sophie is obsessed with giants. So on the Movies Anywhere app, if you scroll past, you'll see him standing next to the boat in the water, and she's like, "Oh, what giant?" Fuck. So we'll put it on, and we have to fast forward to that point.
As long as she's not obsessed with Satan, we'll be all right.
Oh, shit, I don't know. Jury's out. But it's been pretty much Marvel Legends, watching the MCU films in order. Watched Bohemian Rhapsody.
What'd you think?
I loved it.
Yeah.
I was a big fan of it. There was a couple points that actually, well, not a couple. There was a point that actually teared me up, but I think I was like, hormonal.
Which part was that?
kind of fucking weird. Sarah fell asleep
When he gave his dad a hug?
Yeah, that shit hit me. Like, Sarah fell asleep, and I looked over and just let it go.
I've got daddy issues too.
Go ahead and do it. It's fine.
Oh, they do. He does love him.
It never hugged me.
Do you like that part? Did it do anything for you?
Yeah, no, I like that part. I didn't tear up. I think I teared up more when like they got the band back together, and then when they went out on stage and were
When
killed.
they did Live Aid,
Dude,
that hit me too.
Did anybody tear up on the Stan Lee bit at the beginning?
Yeah.
Did I literally almost started crying.
Yeah, no, it teared me up. Like,
And then I remembered I'm not a bitch.
it's so. Why is my face leaking?
Get back in there.
I cried to try to instigate people. It's like, let somebody say some shit. Was like, I will kill you while I'm crying.
Oh, yeah,
bitch.
dude.
I will sit over you and let the tears drip into your mouth.
That was the best part of the movie.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not bullshitting.
Was
It's
this,
the best part of the
Captain
movie.
Marvel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll get the Blu-ray.
Oh, you haven't seen it yet?
I'm not in a rush. It's not that I don't care. It's just I don't care.
Gotcha.
So it's like one of those like
you know what?
I'll be fine.
It deserves your not caring.
Yeah. How do you feel about baked chicken?
Baked chicken? Sarah bakes chicken all the fucking time.
That ain't the question,
I'm
though.
not thrilled.
There you
Captain
go.
Marvel's baked chicken.
It's fine when you're hungry.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Because like I'll eat this shit. Like
Yeah, and
if
you'll
I'm hungry.
and you'll eat Captain Marvel, so to speak. But
Not them toes though.
would you suck, dude? Would you suck on her toes?
What do I get out of it?
Dude, you're a square.
I don't fuck with feet, bro. Like it's weird because in jiu-jitsu,
They kind of look like this.
feet are all over the place.
They kind of look like this.
What if you started sucking on them, and then when you looked up, you realized it was the Crypt Keeper's toes? She had just been in disguise the whole time.
That's a possibility. The toes.
Not for Dante. It's not my game.
All right, continue.
And then been trying to watch shows, but I don't have the chunks of time. And
Dude, I hate to cut you off. I'll let you finish. Thinking about it, remember Dangerous Fingers? You remember that dude said they look like lobster legs?
And he used to do that with his hands when he was explaining shit. You know what I mean? Like it.
He talked and he emoted with his
They're
fingers.
like spiders walking.
He was like, oh yeah, or like he was typing on an invisible keyboard.
And they were fucking skinny.
He was like, my man's fingers look like lobster legs. All right, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he did have the hands of a man who never did anything with him.
Oh my god. Continue. I miss him though. You know, I do miss him. Yeah.
You should give him a call.
I mean, I don't think we're there. We talked, squashed everything, and
You don't think you're there. Why?
I think it's too much. I think it was too much. I don't know if there's any 100% healing there.
He was more than Mario, and you guys got over that.
No, but I think the Mario love was different. Like when I met Danger, I was already man. I grew up with Mario.
No, I know. I'm tracking.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Dante.
And the Mario shit was over stupid shit. Like it was over super dumb shit.
It was dumb shit.
I don't even remember what the Mario shit him and I popped off over.
I didn't even know they were static until way after the fact.
It was some chick that was doing it was some chick that he was trying to record with.
That was later. That was after. That was one of Laura's buddies from high school.
Yeah, but isn't that what happened?
No, that was way later. That was way later because that became a joke. She was on the album. Like she's on the album.
But was there something that I'm not fucking with this dude right now? You stopped talking to him, or it was like you stopped hanging out for a while?
I don't know. I literally can't remember what it was.
I thought he just got busy with like school and some shit.
Me? Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't think so. I can't tell you. I really don't know. I remember him. I remember the shit popped off with his song. I remember that, and I remember when
I know what it was.
What was it?
It was something to do with what he was doing in his, like you. There was an event that I was at where we walked into somebody's house and there was fucking baggies everywhere, and I was like, dude, I can't do this, bro. We gotta roll out.
I know who that was. Payne.
And there was something else that happened similar with him, and you had to back off. Maybe it was something at the Phoenix or something.
That doesn't sound familiar. I remember when he called me. I remember when he did a song about me. Mm-hmm. I remember when that hit, and then I remember he called me and was like, "What's up?" This is years later, and I was like, "What's up?" And he was like, "We got to put this shit to bed, man. Episode 3 comes out in 3 months." and like that was it. It was over.
No, I'm tracking.
But I can't remember what initiated it. I can't remember. I have no. But like the Danger shit. Like there's some deep rooted shit.
I thought it was just Bill O'Reilly. You mean some kind of Bill O'Reilly joke was the start of it?
No, that wasn't the start of it. The start of it was his party. That was the start of it.
Before the Bill O'Reilly shit was before the party.
I mean, I remember
the Halloween party that you made that Bill O'Reilly thing.
But he didn't say anything about that.
I know.
Yeah,
but he was acting funny, and I was like, dude, I think it's that Bill O'Reilly shit. And you're like, no, I don't think it is. And you went and asked him, and he's like, yeah, it was that Bill O'Reilly shit.
Well, if it was stuff,
and I don't even remember. What did you say about Bill O'Reilly?
I don't remember. But if it was stuff that popped up later, there was something that I said from like a year before that he ended up bringing up as like one of the first things. That like that's too complicated for this show. We could do it on Patreon, but like but it was something that I said that really rubbed him the wrong way.
Something about his lobster fingers.
No. That shit was funny though.
It's a childhood trauma. Fuck you.
But yeah, I do miss that guy. I do miss I miss talking music with him. Like I miss all that.
What are you up to?
And our life is different now. Like I couldn't go pick him up to hang out. Like I don't have that kind of time.
Yeah.
My doors would be open to him if he wanted to come over and hang out. But
he getting on the highway.
yeah, he's not. But he's. I mean, I don't even know.
Out this way.
Yeah. I don't even know if he can get down there. You know, wherever. All right, go ahead, Dante. I'm sorry. No. This time for real.
Shit, I forgot what I was saying. No, trying to just watch different shows. Can't really get into anything because what happens is I'll watch something. Like I need 3-hour chunks to do anything. Play video games, watch a movie, watch a TV show, and I'd rather watch a movie because once it's done unless it's the Marvel movies.
Right.
But I still haven't gotten through. I eventually finished season 3 of Daredevil. I got through that.
What'd you think?
I liked it.
I still haven't watched it.
It was kind of slow to kind of get going for me, but once it started going,
selling it to me.
Like, what's that?
It's a slow start.
But once it got rolling, I was in. I was like, okay, I gotta watch another one. I gotta watch another one. Punisher. I don't even think I started season 2. I don't even know if I finished season 1.
Season 1 you should finish.
Like, and I want to, but it's like I'll watch like 2 episodes, and then I don't get back to it till like 2 weeks later. And I was like, shit, I got to start back over because I don't know what just happened. But that's really been it. I haven't been reading any comics lately. And haven't even read any. I think I read anything lately. Been mostly just training, just trying to choke people.
Do you listen to that theme song from Karate Kid 2 when you're training sometimes? Right, and they get you, dude. I am the man.
Coach plays a lot of DMX when we're training.
That'll do it too. That'll do it too.
Dude, but sometimes DMX has some wild shit. Like, have you ever gone back to DMX?
No,
dude.
No.
Patreon show. I could do a whole Patreon show about shit that we all recited as if it was fine.
Yeah,
that's not fine.
Like what? Give me some examples.
No.
Push pause and give me some examples. Right. Yeah, that's a little much.
Right.
Someone said the evidence of that may be growing. And if you want to get that joke, you'll have to turn into the Patreon.
Yeah. Coach plays a lot of DMX during training, which I guess is fine. There was
is it Up in Here? I feel is Coach white?
Yes.
I feel like white people love Up in Here. Don't they love Up in Here? They love it.
I mean, it's a good party song.
It always makes me think about riding around with Tilton. You remember Tilton, right?
Vaguely.
He died. You know that?
No, it didn't.
I think he died of like diabetes, or he died of like some old man shit. Like
how old was he?
He was probably in his 40s when he died.
Oh,
cool. A good run.
I guess. In Iraq. They were driving around. We were driving around in his limo, and we had these like white college kids in the back, like frat boys, and like
it seems about right.
And that song came on, and they were like, "Turn it up." And then like when it got to that one part, they like opened up the sunroof, and they started hanging out the sunroof, and they were like, "Guess who's gonna find you? Some old man fishing."
Too much.
All right, continue.
But there was one of the classes. One of our coaches was like, Dante, you got any music? Like, for whatever reason.
Why me, coach?
Yeah,
why me?
So I got excited because I had my iPod, which somebody tried to clown me about that lately. I was like, man, fuck y'all. But so I got excited. I was like, I got my iPod. Hold on. So I plug it in, and I was like, I can go just all hip hop, or let me just go
or Mariah Carey's greatest hits.
Nah. You get real awkward eye contact, and then the Hero comes on. I was like, oh my god,
dude, Hero came up recently on Nerve Rage.
Yeah. I heard. So I plugged my iPod and I was like, I'm gonna go with my Wu-Tang playlist. Mm-hmm. So I'm not allowed to play music anymore because for whatever reason the ordering of it just everything old dirty, and then I didn't take out like the breaks or like interludes and stuff. And it's
torture.
just him like cussing, and like it wasn't just like cussing, but it was the worst of the worst things you could say. And you know, this was during one of those points like, all right, everybody circle up, we're gonna show the next move. And you hear old dirty talk about
ripped off my drawers as if she had claws, broke the rules that define sex laws.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. And just one last lower point, just personal for me. I was in foster care for very, very many years, 3. But that woman who raised me during those 3 very important years just passed away yesterday. So,
man, I'm sorry to hear that, dude.
Damn.
It was weird. Just my brother called me in the morning. Like, this dude is never awake in the morning. So why is he calling me? And it still didn't click. And he was like, "Did Mary call you?" I was like, "Nah, what's up?" And I was like, "Don't, you know, we're good. You don't need to finish." So that was a lower moment, but it is fucked up because like. I know I've said for my mom, it's like when she goes, which, like, come on, you can't do this fast enough.
You hear the 60 Minutes theme song?
It's like, well, she's got ovarian cancer, like, which
really?
was a weird time to find out because we just did the prayer at Christmas, and my grandfather goes, and just before we go, Eric has stomach cancer, and his sister has ovarian cancer. So then Sarah goes, "Who's his sister?" I was like, "My fucking mom." I was like, "Why did he say it that way?" Because that's how my fucking grandfather talks. Like, he's fucking weird. But
that is a weird way to say it.
Yeah, I'm used to it.
Yeah.
But she has ovarian cancer. And I'm kind of like, all right, so we're rolling. Let's get this ball going,
dude. When I ask this as a person with mother issues as well. Is there any part of you that wants to make? No. Fair enough.
I troll her a little bit on Facebook because she's on there now.
Dude, you are a monster.
No, it's good. It's good. Well, I used to call her Strokey because she had a stroke. It's like relaxed Strokey, and I called her Shakes, but it's fine. But she'll always like write shit on. That's not to offend anybody.
I'm only laughing at you. I'm not laughing at
not to offend anyone who's had a stroke or anything, because I do deeply care about you guys. Yeah, Luke Perry, like that was my dude. I was a Dylan guy. But as far as my mom, it's fine. But she'll like write shit like on my birthday. It was like, you know, she writes out my full fucking name. It was like, "I love you." And it was like, and I replied like, "Hey, don't put my government name on here. I got warrants." But she did it like 4 times, and each time that was my reply. Then like I'll put a picture up of Sophie. "Sophie, Grandma loves you." And I'll write back, "You know she can't read, right?" This is probably the most healthy like our relationship has been since I was 3. So it's like I'm like, you know what? This is good. Not good enough for me to go to her funeral, but for my foster mom.
Wow.
Like my foster mom, like I was talking to my brother last night. I was like, I'm gonna see what I can do. Like money is a matter. He was like,
where does she live?
Flint.
Okay.
How's the water? I heard it affects the ovaries.
Fucked up, bro.
But
in his stomach.
I was talking to my brother about it, and he was like, "Look, dude, you know, if you get the time from work, you know, I'll cover." I was like, no. I'll sort this shit out. And I talked to my grandma and talked to Sarah. It was like, because my concern, Sarah works nights. And I was like, if I go, you can't work. And she was like, no, we'll sort it out. It's not like you're going for a week. And
she works nights?
Yeah, she's a night
security guard.
Yeah, kind of. Like she makes sure babies ain't dying.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah. But so yeah, for my foster mom, I'm definitely going to make the effort to go up and be there,
right,
with family. For my mom, like my mom's birthday is February 12th, and I wrote something for someone else's birthday, like on my wall, and she messaged me like on that person's thing. It was like, "Hey, my birthday was the other day. Felt like you should have say happy, or you would have said happy birthday." And I was like, and I replied, "Nah." So. No, but this is healthy. This is
cold as ice.
This is healthy.
It's not healthy.
Like this
it might be healthy. It might be healthier. It's not healthy.
This is far better than what it used to be, because it used to just be straight. Like she'll come down, visit, and we'll be in the same room. We can like be fine, but I'm just looking for any kind of point to attack. Like I'm waiting for you to say something dumb so I can just like pounce on that. And she's actually a bright person. Like I told her, I didn't realize, and this is like no bullshit, I didn't know she knew how to read. Because she wrote something. I was like, wow, she's got really nice handwriting. I was like, I didn't even know you knew how to read. And like she thought I was joking. I was like, no, I'm serious. I didn't know you know how to read. She's never worked a day in her life. So like shit like that builds up in my head. Like, oh, you haven't worked because you don't know how to fill out an application. You're illiterate. So those things, like, I don't know what goes on up here, but that shit makes sense to me.
You fill in the gaps. You
It's
fill
like,
in the gaps.
You couldn't raise us because you're illiterate. That's fine. I get it. You didn't want to raise us because you couldn't read me a bedtime story. That's fine. Just fucking be honest. Just say, like, we didn't try to get custody back because...
Dude, it's the name of this podcast. Dante's mom's got it going on.
No.
But that's my nerd quarter.
Gotcha.
I like it.
So
you're gonna have a hard time.
Yeah,
you're gonna have a hard time.
I can't top that one. Jaina broke my heart.
What's that?
So we're sitting there, and she was like, she was talking about a friend of hers, right?
Okay.
And she was like, and she's a good artist, and she does some stuff really great.
Yeah.
But she thinks she does a lot of things really great. And some stuff I have to show her that I know a little bit more. And I was like, well, why do you feel the need to do that? And she's like, I don't know. and I was like, what? And she's like, well, like the other day, we were all working on an art project, and the teacher came around, and it was her, me, and 2 other people at the desk. And she said, oh, really great job, Jaina. And I just looked at her like, and then she was like, she acts like she knows all this stuff about Marvel and Star Wars and stuff. But then I'll ask her about like characters, and she doesn't know what I'm talking about. It's like obvious that she only knows like the super big stuff that probably most people know.
Yeah.
And I was like, huh. And she was like, she knows who Rey is, and she knows who Captain America is. But if I'm like, and I was like, does she know who? I just cut in. I was like, she know who Two Tubes is? And she was like, Daddy, no one knows who Two Tubes is.
I saw that post. I was wondering what that was about.
It broke my heart.
Yeah. Hey, let it die, old man.
I started watching that movie. It's like not a movie, it's a series on HBO. Like who killed?
Is it?
Who killed a Ned Said or whatever? It's like it took place in Woodlawn, which is the only reason why I wanted to watch it.
Who is that?
It was a high school. No, I'm sorry, not who killed it, because he is the one that killed some girl. Supposedly, they did a whole podcast series on it. The podcast was like the fuck out of here, like #1 podcast for whatever, and like it was on the humble. Like these people like did it, and like had no like just like we're doing it, and it just took the fuck off.
All right.
Anyway, I watched an episode of it. Wasn't really impressed. And I watched. I watched Amy Schumer's new stand up last night. I fell asleep during it. But my wife was quite enjoying it. There's this one part, dude, it's so funny. She's talking about like women that
vagina?
Well, yeah, I mean she gets there obviously, but she was talking about women at weddings, and she was like, I think that phase of my life is over. Like she was like, which is great because I can stop worrying about my arm looking fat. She's like, for years I just stood there trying to push my arm out from my body to make it look less fat, and then you get the pictures. It's supposed because you see all these other like wedding pictures are like all like little fragile little arms, and then like any one of wedding photos I'm is like turkey leg, turkey leg, turkey leg, turkey leg. And then she was like, it looks like the Broncos defense line. Shit was funny. But I fell asleep on it. It still can't top that first one. Like at least it seemed anyway. What else did I do this week? I watched Infinity War again.
Oh yeah, so did I.
Yeah,
forgot about that. Did you watch it? Because I sent you.
No. It was on our list. Like we've been wanting to watch some stuff recently. We watched episode 6 as well because we're working on a new diorama.
How was that?
It was good. It was good. It wasn't the one that we wanted to watch.
No, that one.
Yeah, it would have. No, it wouldn't have been that one.
Good,
because it wasn't the Blu-ray.
Good.
We've been wanting to watch recently Rogue One, Last Jedi, and Infinity War, and so we wanted to watch Rogue One or Last Jedi, but we ended up choosing Return of the Jedi because we're doing this diorama, and we were like, well, we can get some ideas for the diorama and stuff.
You chose wisely.
Well, we both fell asleep on it. I mean, not because we don't love it, but just because it wasn't what it felt like work. You know.
Do you think there's a point, like a saturation point, where like I never have to watch this again?
With Star Wars,
with anything?
I think with some things, yeah.
What about anything that you love?
No, I can't imagine.
I mean, dude, like one time is gonna be the last time you watch Star Wars. It's fucking crazy.
I mean, at some point that's gonna happen.
I know, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I've been watching episode 4 for 35 years.
Yeah,
you know, and I'm still watching it.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. Working on the basement a good bit.
That's good, man.
Got lights that came in. I'm going out Saturday to buy a piece of furniture, and then Tuesday we're gonna rig up the lights for the.
Oh, this big Patreon money.
No. No. I'm not. I haven't dipped into that at all.
Oh
yet.
no, I'm sorry. The YouTube money.
Yeah. What's up, AdSense?
Oh, dude, you got to talk about that guy trying to get you to sponsor some bullshit.
Oh,
is
yeah.
Is that allowed to be talked about?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You won't name names.
Yeah, I won't name names. I put the information up on the Patreon for those folks. But this is the third time I've been attempted to be sponsored.
Okay.
It was without a doubt the most generous offer I've ever received. $150 a video.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And yeah,
fucking idiot.
But they hit me up and they were like, you know, if you could do one video about us, and then we'll supply you with our product, you know, for that we carry in the store, and then you know, and all that. I mean, it was a generous offer. It wasn't. I responded back at first in information I didn't share, but like weeks ago, where I was like, look, I'm just not interested. I appreciate the offer, but thank you. And then they wrote me back and then started talking money, you know, and I looked at it, and you know, I'll be honest with you, I looked at it for a second, like I put out a lot of videos a week.
I mean, what were their products?
Flashlight.
So that's the thing. They carry a bunch of stuff. When it comes to Transformers third party stuff, most of the stuff they carried was Wei Zhang stuff, like KO stuff. And I was like, then I just like I can't do this. Like it undoes everything. You know, it undoes what I stand for. Like in terms of product, it undoes what I stand for in the sense of being a
because all your morals and ethical values are going to fill up that bank account.
right. No, and I mean, like,
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you.
But I was like, it would had I signed on to this one. I mean, had I signed on to any of them, it would have been an undoing. But had I signed on to this one, it would have killed everything. Like it would have 100% become a job. You know, there would have been no passion left in it. It would have been just a job, and it would have. I don't know. I couldn't. I just couldn't do it.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
That run into that issue with the Instagram for jiu-jitsu. I get a lot of people always asking me, how much would you charge to repost our stuff?
Yeah.
Right.
And like what I say to a lot of people, why I even post the way that I post is to, you know, give back to the community, you know, because I've learned a lot. So I'm trying to take what I've learned from others and filter it back out. And I feel like the second that like someone had like these grips things, they wanted me to, you know, post
the ones that go out like this.
Yeah,
I got them for climbing. They suck.
And I thought about getting them. So he had a specific outline for me to do, and I was like, so if I do it that way, immediately people are going to see, you know, that's not how I do things. That's how I've never done it. I was like, why don't you let me get a set? I'll buy them. Let me test them out, and then I'll advertise it my way using your wording.
I'll bring some to you.
Because I was curious about them, and then the dude just blew me off, and I was like, fine. I had other people who did the same thing asking, and I was like, and I just said, you know what, I don't want to do this because again, then it feels like work too. It's like, let me just do what I do.
There is like a balance to strike between business and in this stuff, you know, but when something undoes like whatever the mission is, you know,
I mean, if their majority of what they're selling is KO. And they're a KO company, I would suggest.
Well, they weren't a KO company. They're just a distributor. It's just what they were carrying.
It's KO. Well, I mean, that's a KO company.
Well, in regard to Transform, they carry a ton of shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But it was just like, I mean, it's not so much even the KO stuff. I mean, that would have been the fucking icing on the goddamn cake, of course. But it was the fact of like I'm bought and paid for. And when they said like, you know, when you do the video, when you do any video, and when you talk about us, we want everything said this way and done this way. And I was like, I can't do that. Like it's too much. It's too much outside of what I'm willing to sacrifice in order to kind of keep the ship moving. Because I like, and it's not that I've made a whole lot of sacrifices, but when I initially started, I didn't want to look at anything for free. But I've looked at things for free.
Yeah,
I've done that. I've also reviewed it, you know, pros and cons. And some of the stuff, a lot of stuff I got for free, I got rid of immediately because I was like, I don't want this shit. This is trash. And I've said it just as much in the review. So there is a balance to strike, but it can't fuck with the mission, whatever the mission is, you know. And I think that's about it. I think I watched Laura canceled the Netflix mailing service.
Really?
And it actually was an issue. Not a huge issue, mind you, but I was just like so we went to watch something. This is the night that we ended up watching the Saeed bit. Scrolled through Netflix for probably a half hour. Scrolled through HBO for probably 20 minutes. And I was like, well, what movie do we have in the mail? And she was like, I got rid of it. And I was like, you got rid of the service? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, well, how much is the service? She's like $8 or something. And I was like, well, how much is the streaming? And she was like $12 or whatever it is. And I was like, well, get rid of the streaming. Look what we're doing. We're scrolling through this for 30 minutes and haven't found anything. Get rid of this. And then she was like, do you want me to get rid of it? And I was like, no, because Jessica Jones is coming and I want to watch Jessica Jones. But as soon as Jessica Jones is done, drop this and get the fucking DVDs back in the mail.
Really?
Yeah. I don't fucking like Netflix. I really don't. Like, I pretend I do, and every now and then I find a jewel, but the jewel that I find is not worth the money that I'm spending. I mean, even though the money isn't significant, but it's just not worth it. I'm only watching. We've said it 1,000 times. I've said it 1,000 times anyway. Like, I spend more time scrolling than watching.
You know what? It'd be an interesting experiment to annotate what I watch, what my family watches on Netflix in a month, and see what the value is per minute.
Oh, I mean, my kids watch Netflix. My kids watch Netflix. But I mean, sorry. You know what I mean? Fuck you. Like you know, like
oh my God.
I mean, not generally, but I mean, like I'm not like if there's like,
hey man, I'm good. I'm with it.
I'd rather take that.
It's not my job to entertain you.
I'd rather take that $12 and buy you another book.
Yeah.
Or buy you a Leap Pad, or buy you like another.
No, don't do that. This is trash.
No, they're awesome.
Leap pads?
Yeah, they're awesome.
Oh no.
Dude, my kids love that shit, and they're fucking like always been ahead, like in the spelling and all that shit. Like, I stand by any Leapfrog products.
We had all that shit. It was fucking trash.
Oh, ours was great. I mean, even to this day, like they
still rocking a Leap pad?
No. But to this day,
your kids are young. Your kids are younger.
Little like grammar tricks and shit that they taught, they'll recite like in the little song, like, and I'll be like, you learned that from this. Yeah, I'm a big Leapfrog supporter, but I'd rather put some, or something for the she has a little Google laptop, whatever that is. Like, what is that called? Like the Chromebook. Yeah, she has like a little Chromebook.
Yeah, that's good.
But it's age appropriate. Like, the baby doesn't need to be.
She'll be fine.
No. So like, I'd rather like get her something for that. Like spend that money on that. Like than have her than watching like fucking Ninjago.
Amazon Fire.
Or watching Ninjago for some shit. Like, no, thank you. Like,
I don't even think we watch, like, when I think about the 3 people in our home that watch anything, I don't think we actually watch Netflix more than
it's funny you say that, because I think you guys watch a lot more TV than we do.
The kids.
Yeah.
It's funny because our kids watch it more and you two watch it more. Like,
not really.
It seems like it. Like,
I mean,
because you and Pam watch a lot of shows. We don't watch shit. Like,
we watch, Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Like, what have you guys watched this week?
No, nothing. Together, nothing.
Okay, so we watched Infinity War, half of Amy Schumer, half of Saeed.
Yeah, it's more than us.
Yeah, but usually I feel like you guys watch more shit. Or I guess it's just you that watches it.
I mean, like, we'll watch. The only shows we watch right now is Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Like, you just watched 2 shows this past week.
The only reason is yesterday. I had
so much time. I mean, like that,
and it's a rare thing.
So I guess it's more so you that watches more TV than us. Than
but and I don't, I don't get to watch that much TV anymore.
Let me call.
And this last year has been very TV light for me, probably because of my job. Who you calling?
Robert.
Robert D? It's not a good idea.
Just real quick.
Oh, hello.
Hey, you're on Nerve Rage. I wanted.
Oh, hello.
Hey, this is coming out in the episode, but I didn't want you to have to hear it when it published. I wanted you to be able to hear it live from me. Okay.
Oh boy.
I'm quitting Shattercast.
Bobby, spill the beans, face.
No, I'm just messing with you. Look, my wife canceled the Netflix DVD service.
Oh my Lord! What are you going to do about movies now? Is there a new mail-in service?
No. So after Jessica Jones season 3, I'm canceling the streaming and getting back the DVDs.
What? I don't understand.
So like we still have the streaming. We still have the streaming service.
Right.
She just canceled the DVD service.
Out of anger about Jessica Jones?
No, has nothing. What are you from another planet? I said that because Jessica Jones 3 is coming out on Netflix streaming, and after it comes out, I'm going to watch it, and then I'm going to cancel the streaming service and get back the DVD service.
Why?
Because I hate the streaming service and I want my DVDs.
More power to you, Bubby. So, are you going to buy a horse and carriage too? You know, you also save a lot of money by getting rid of that central air and just getting like a wood-burning stove for your house. You know what you got room in your backyard for?
Tell me.
A chicken coop. Listen, they're not only good for eggs, but they make nice pets, and you'd have feather-down pillows.
Dude, you got my wheels turning. You got my wheels turning.
Oh. Well, now that I've suggested it, you'll do none of those.
Yep. That's right. 100%
You got Mr.
right.
Nasty there? Is Mr. Nasty there?
Who's Mr. Nasty?
If you're nasty.
Chris?
Oh, no. He's not here.
Oh, he's so skinny now, you couldn't see him if you turned sideways.
Mm-hmm.
Is Adam jealous?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Is Adam is Chris like really trying to just become Adam now, getting skinny? He's just always there. Is he Adam? Are you feeling friend? I'd feel friend.
A little bit now that you say something.
Is he trying to mop too?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but he's very upset with the amount of carpet I have.
I'm sure. I've seen that once when you forgot to tighten your belt. Adam, I miss you.
How you doing, Robert?
I miss you, Adam.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
Is it? I'm not doing beer and boulders anymore. You can't catch up on your 30K or 40K info.
I'm into 20K. That's the new thing. You wouldn't know about it.
Dude, 20K would be tight as fuck. It's a great idea.
New set of rules. New set of rules was released 2 months ago. It's the new thing. 20K. New rules. Just 400 pages. Did you read the new rules? I got the new rules.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
All right, buddy.
Bye.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. Nerd Week? I mean, news?
No, we're good.
Yeah.
Fuck some news. Let's just talk about whatever.
Well, we have
Let's talk about the horse and buggy.
It's not much. Did you watch the new Doom trailer?
Yeah, it was fucking stupid.
Yeah,
Why are they even making another Doom movie?
Well, I like that they're doing.
And how dare they insult The Rock,
dude? Because that movie is fucking trash.
I mean, of course it's trash. It's fucking based off of Doom, man.
Movie is probably gonna be trash.
Probably, but I do like the fact that they're gonna actually fight demons in this. Like it's like hell has a portal. Like
yeah,
I
guess Except the main character's a female.
Seems about right.
I mean, that's what it is. I mean, it's like, all right, another strong female character fighting demons. The big gun.
I guess she
It's fine.
self-identifies as half male because her dad was a man and her mama was a woman.
Whatever.
Fuck all the way off. Fucking Christ. All right.
She can barely carry the BFG.
Dante.
5,000.
GoBots exposed. Did you see the it's like a little clip where they're
What is it?
So
watching GoBot cartoons?
It's a deleted scene from Bumblebee where she's like, it's like a car turns into a robot or some shit like that, and the guy's like, "You mean like a GoBot?" And she's like, "No, not like a GoBot, not like a children's toy. Stupid." It's just funny.
Dumb.
But I'm not sure what's worse, the GoBot scene or the fact that Bumblebee is getting a sequel and Last Night is getting a sequel.
But they're two different things.
It doesn't really say that. Like, I think they're being careful about all that shit. Like, all their wording sounds like smoke and mirrors. It's
going to be a reboot. Do you like that?
It calls the...
Do you like that? Hey, it's going to be the same continuity. Do you like that? Do you like that?
It calls
damn, how are you, man? Damn.
It calls the Bayverse. It calls the Bayverse the Transformer family line.
Okay.
And I don't think they're talking about family friendly. I think they're talking about like it's all the Transformers, whereas this one is just about Bumblebee. So like I know they've said statements, but like I'm just not sold on it. I don't see it. I'm going off what I see.
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care either. It is finished. The Disney deal has gone through.
Yep. Dude, the memes of Mickey with the Infinity Gauntlet, putting the fox in the slot, fucking priceless.
And then
priceless.
Did you see the Deadpool?
Oh, with
he's
the
like,
hat?
He's like on a school bus with like the...
Was it a tramp?
Huh?
Was it the tram?
Oh, maybe.
The Skyline tram or whatever?
He's got like the Mickey Mouse, and it looks like a yellow school bus that says Disney on the side. But,
okay.
That's cool though. Like,
yeah, I'm down.
And then...
they have... Did we talk about... They have confirmed that the next Deadpool will be rated R still.
They said they weren't changing anything.
They said there's room for rated R movies at Disney, is what they said. And then the whole Guardian of the Galaxy.
Yeah, man. That's fucking awesome.
It is awesome. So James Gunn is back. He's still going to do Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad is supposed to be a reboot.
Yep.
But I'm going to watch the wording of all that carefully too, because they may be saying that loosely. Like, look, it's just a whole new Suicide Squad, which would make sense because Harley's supposed to be in it. Do you know what I mean? Like, Margot Robbie is Harley in it.
Maybe.
Oh, wait, well, so far.
Yeah, maybe it's the other Harley.
How many different Harley like things are they doing? Like they have the Birds of Prey or Harley in there. Are they doing a Harley
with Margot Robbie?
Are they doing a Harley like solo?
No, they were doing a Harley Joker movie. That's been scrapped.
Yeah.
Good.
Does Margot Robbie need to be Harley? Can we get a new Harley?
No, but I think she's great.
I mean, she's great.
Yeah,
I'm fine. But like, if they did another Harley and did more of the traditional Jester type Harley, or even the Arkham Knight Harley, would you be upset with that?
I wouldn't be upset with it, but I kind of feel like that's like if it's not broke, like you found something special here.
Yeah.
Like see this one through.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to put her in the fucking. You can put her in a different suit.
Yeah. Like I'm not sold that that's like the only version of Harley we can stomach. Like I much prefer the Harley below.
Yeah, I do too. The Arkham City Harley.
Yeah.
Or Arkham Origins.
In fact, that even looks more menacing.
Arkham Knight, I think.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but yeah, I feel like I'd rather I'm up for that Harley. Just put Margot Robbie in that suit.
Yeah.
You know, but I think they are onto something with her. Like
she's great.
I do feel like they've nailed a few. Like Henry Cavill, they've nailed.
Perfect.
Gal Gadot, they've nailed.
Perfect.
Harley, I think they've nailed.
Aquaman,
I'm not sure that they
really
nailed. Yeah, I'm really not. Like he is. I love that movie.
Yeah,
and he is the weakest part of it to me.
Yeah, that's not necessarily a bad thing. How good it is.
Like, they've nailed it in a sense where like people are interested.
Yeah,
Who
comes to mind that could do it?
I don't know. I'm not good with that shit anyway. I still don't know who the fucking Avengers are. You know, like they're like the guy who plays Thor. I'm like Chris Remington or some shit. He's from Australia. I don't know.
There was a dude in
Remington.
There was a dude in
Remington is me on my birthday. Hey.
There was a dude in one of the Hunger Games films before anything with Aquaman came out. And this dude had like a trident. It was like the second Hunger Games. And like he looked like he could be Aquaman. He had a trident and everything. Okay. And I was like, I remember we're in the theater and I nudged. I was like, dude, that could be Aquaman. Like, I don't know about his acting, but like off appearance, it was like he looked
the part
like fucking Arthur Curry.
All right.
But
fair enough.
Now we got,
Samoa Curry.
We did get a couple of listener questions. This was from Jason.
Oh, wait a minute. Should we talk about Shazam again?
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
All right. So I saw an interview and a review of Shazam, which is surprising. We talked about it a little bit more in depth in the Patreon, but apparently some of the first impressions of the film are very good. The full reviews won't come out until Saturday. We will see it Saturday. We will definitely do something for it.
Might have to do it on the phone or something, but
yeah, we'll figure something out. But apparently, some of the feedback is it's one of the best new DC movies. That there is a good mixture of comedy, some like horror, suspense, and some drama. That they're not giving you very much to the trailers. The guy that I watched, he said he saw it 3 times. He said it's like the best comic book movie from DC he's seen, with the exception of The Dark Knight. But then he goes and says The Dark Knight's not even really a comic book movie, more like a thriller, a suspense thriller.
Well, I mean,
has to do with comic. It is.
Yeah. I think a thriller can be a comic book movie.
Of course. So he says it's not The Dark Knight. It's not better than The Dark Knight, but it's in the conversation of great comic book movies. That's some powerful
big words.
Fucking language.
Big words.
So I'm definitely The Rock is still involved somehow. He helped produce it or whatever. So no, the initial thing, you go back a few years, they were going to do a Black Adam movie first, and then a Shazam movie. They decided to go to Shazam, and then they took
which
out,
is a better choice,
of course. Yeah. I don't think anybody thought starting with a Black Adam movie would be good. So we'll see what happens. But I do have a concern, man, because Aquaman was really good. And if this is really good as well, and the other thing is, this is kind of like the Guardians of the Galaxy of the DC. Like, nobody really expected to do as well as it did. I know when we first heard about a Guardians of the Galaxy movie, we were like, what the fuck are they thinking about, man? Yeah. You know, this is fucking dumb. Give me another fucking Hulk movie. Yeah. And it's done amazing and really expanded.
And the characters are beloved now.
Everybody knows who Groot and Rocket are now. So it's going to have that kind of effect, which I'm a little bit concerned with, because it's like, maybe this is the answer. Maybe the answer is take characters that not many people know that much about, flesh them out, and do an astonishing job, because people are less likely to be disappointed. Like, it's easy to be disappointed with a Batman movie. It's easy to be disappointed with a Superman movie because the expectations are so high. It's been done. I mean, dude, how many Batman movies have we had? Fucking 10?
Yeah, I mean, a lot.
Don't forget the Batman 66 movie.
Yeah, that would be 8. And then BVS, if you count that, would be 9.
So, I mean, there's a huge expectation of Batman, and the same thing with Superman. There's quite a mini Superman movie.
Everybody always also have their view as to who should play. Like when they announced
exactly.
Affleck, I remember I put that shit up on Facebook, and
I'm still not happy with it.
Yeah.
Like, it was like. Like everybody's just all these super negative comments. It's like you take a character like Shazam, no one has shit to say. It's
exactly.
Like,
there's no expectation.
I don't know who this guy is. I'll check it. It looks like they got the formula right, where it's like the blend of comedy, and suspense and comic book.
It's going to take to see how they balance it out, man. Because right now it seems very, very jokey to me.
It seems very jokey to me too.
But maybe that's a way to kind of put you at ease. So
maybe that's what they're showing to bring the audience in.
So the director is the same guy who did the Annabelle movies, horror movies.
Correct.
He's a horror director. So apparently there is definitely some aspect of that are in there, which I thought was because I wasn't expecting that at all. So that's kind of piqued my interest in it as well. Yeah. So I mean, I'm kind of in a spot, and maybe you're in the same. Like, I really can't be that disappointed because I really don't have any expectations. I'm not a big Captain Marvel fan.
No, neither am I. I don't like it. It would be more so about my feelings about the entire franchise, more so about that movie in particular. You know, it'd be like
the world.
Bless it, man. Like, we just got back on track with fucking Aquaman.
Yeah,
you know, that would be more so my feeling.
But were we expecting it to be trash?
Aquaman?
No.
Shazam. Yeah, I'm expecting it to be trash.
Okay. What about you, Dante? What's your expectation?
I honestly don't have any. Like, from what I've seen, and it's very little, I'm expected to be fun.
Yeah,
but
to be a fun romp.
Yes. But I'm not going in there thinking like I'm going to walk on and say, man, like, I got to see this again.
Yeah, I'm not expecting it to be Man of Steel. I'm not expecting it to be Suicide Squad either. If I can get a Guardians of the Galaxy out of it, I'll be happy.
Oh yeah,
happy.
I mean,
I think that's where it'll probably end up landing.
Yeah. I can't imagine. I just can't imagine. I can't fathom.
Yeah.
That, you know what I mean? That it would be in the same conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, apparently the one dude,
this guy did
3 times. He's seen it 3 times.
Yeah.
3 times. I'm like, come on, man, let me watch it once. The
yeah.
fuck.
I'm looking forward to seeing it though.
Yeah.
We did get another question. This is from Jason C. He said, listener question. I just finished enjoying last week's podcast. During the Nerd Weeks, it was mentioned that some of you enjoyed the Batman Ninja Turtles crossover movie. If you could have any crossover that you wanted, what movie interpretation would you like to see? This can be from Marvel, DC, Image, Star Wars, etc. And if you had the time for it, would you prefer animation or live action? Would you have a preferred director or actor's voiced talent?
Would it have to be a movie or be a cartoon?
Well, it could be a cartoon movie.
Okay. That's a hard one, man.
I would be up for animated, like, you know, I've often said about Transformers that they need straight to DVD animated movies.
G.I. Joe.
Yeah. That one that took place during World War II.
Yeah.
Like, I'd love to see that in animation.
That style?
Yeah.
That J. Lee style?
Oh, my God. I mean, you're just talking my language, you know. But I mean, they probably wouldn't do that. But that's something, I think those two franchises do fit together if they're kind of done with the right care and it doesn't seem as gimmicky as it is, which I feel like the J. Lee one did.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Thundercats and Silverhawk. I'm just joking. Not that one.
No,
you're in.
Oh, that was a joke. Sorry.
It was like basically the same show, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Thundercats and He-Man would work.
Yeah, they've done that.
Have they?
Yeah. They did they did a He-Man Justice League one that I want to.
Yeah, I can't imagine that would be very good.
I think Superman he was killed by the Power Sword.
I would love to see like Batman get into like the Mortal Kombat championship.
That'd be tight.
You know,
Batman just works so well.
With everything.
And like Batman Spawn would be cool.
Dude, he is
Batman
ketchup.
Turtles. Yeah, he is. He is. He's French fries too. He's French fries and ketchup.
He's French fries and ketchup.
Like what would be good with Star Wars? Like Star Wars, Star Trek, kind of like, but then it's just too far away.
It's too far away. It almost like I feel like I've said this before, but I feel like Star Wars and Lord of the Rings works better than Star Wars and Star Trek.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe there is that fucking badass Gandalf versus Darth Vader YouTube video, which is actually done very fucking well.
But yeah, it's because it's like, you know, it's like just wizards and fucking
space wizards.
Yeah, you know, like
I don't know, that's a tough one, man. I don't know. I think, you know, not for nothing, Ninja Turtles work pretty well as well.
But I feel like a lot of times,
like I could do a Ninja Turtles in fucking like Justice League. You know? Or Ninja Turtles and Spider-Man. That'd be fucking great.
Yeah, that would be fun.
That would be great.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
And they're all in New York.
Yeah,
like it would
work.
work.
That
would work.
Turtles.
Yeah.
There was kind of like, I guess the guy who wrote Ninja Turtles. There's like that Easter egg to Daredevil. The ooze that made the turtles is what got in Matt Murdock's
really?
eyes.
I'm down with that.
And blinded him. I mean,
I'm down with that.
I don't know. It's like that's interesting, but it's like, would I be interested in a full story
An Elseworld type of thing?
I mean, I'd be more interested in Spider-Man and Ninja Turtles.
Spider-Man and I think we have a winner. I think we have a winner.
Yeah, that's good.
All right.
Paul C says, so let's talk MCU, specifically Endgame. This may be a theme until the movie comes out, as I'm getting pumped for it. With the Fox acquisition official now, though we all knew it was going to happen, let's assume that Endgame is the movie to plant the seeds of mutants. How would you like to see this done? Do you want some cameos, Easter eggs that are not blatant but would be good for the savvy fan, or do you want it more intentional and obvious? Would a post-credit scene be enough, or do you need more? And finally, once they are introduced to the MCU, do you want them to start completely fresh and not acknowledge any of the prior X films, or do you want them to connect them all to one huge cinematic universe? If it's the latter, which versions of the X-Men do you want to see in canon, McAvoy or Stewart? These timelines are confusing. Well, let's answer that first. Do you want it to be all new, or do you want it to be the same?
My preferable thing would it to be all new. All right. I would be okay with a Crisis on Infinite Earths type theme where there's multiple worlds and somehow the events of Endgame open up different timelines of different worlds. I do like that one idea of like what if the MCU that we're living in right now is an alternate timeline of House of M.
Yeah.
That would be fucking dope.
Yeah. I don't want it. I want this other X universe to be completely washed away. The only exception is Deadpool. That Deadpool is aware of it all. Which I'm good with that.
Which fits.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. So what about you, Dante? Because we can just X that question off if we're all on the same page.
Yeah, I agree. It has to be brand new.
Okay.
Quite honestly,
with the exception of Hugh Jackman.
Quite like honestly, my whole feel on just because of the richness of like everything that involves the X stories, they could do their own thing and not even fully get completely. You know,
no, I want them all together.
I want them together too.
Like I mean, I'd want them together, but not like the X stories could still.
Be X stories.
Yeah,
okay.
But
inside that
kinda,
world.
Yes.
I'm with you.
I'm on board there.
Well, what if? You know how they changed some shit with the Phoenix movie?
Mm-hmm.
When does that come out?
I don't know.
Very soon, actually. June.
What if they tie
April.
in?
And you're supposed to come to that if you're feeling freaky.
Is
or-
it April?
I took the time off to make the moves, but I was like, if y'all want to risk it, I'm in. But I will tell you now, if we do anything afterward, it's going to be. Whew.
Yeah, I'm gonna risk it. If I don't know if I can do anything afterward, I gotta look at my schedule.
Well, what I was going to say is, all right, it comes out June 7th.
Yeah.
What if they somehow tie the end credit scene of Endgame and the end credit scene of the Phoenix Saga, and like they merge them together then? Like they have like the worlds collide or some shit.
As long as it wipes out the entire X history, I'm good with it.
I mean, yeah, it's gonna,
I just
it's
don't
gonna be
want
wiped out.
any connection. Like I really don't. Like except for Deadpool, I'm good with Deadpool if Deadpool's aware of both. I'm even good with Deadpool if Deadpool's aware.
I mean,
that, like,
so you're fine if the universe, like this happened in a separate universe
prefer
and
it.
this happened in a separate universe. I
Yes,
prefer it
yes,
too.
yes.
And then somehow the events of both these films coalesced into a new universe.
no, I don't want that.
Okay.
You see them like walking, like they're on this side of the street, they're on this side of the street. They see each other, give a nod, and they go away.
Yeah.
So,
like I'd be good if
let
like,
me tell you this.
Deadpool just made one little comment, like shit's been Disney.
Would
since
you be
Mickey bought
okay?
it.
Would you be okay if in the next Deadpool movie Hugh Jackman was in it as Wolverine, just because Deadpool lives in both worlds?
I would prefer that Hugh Jackman just be Hugh Jackman, and Deadpool's weirded out by it.
I'm down. I'm down.
I
can call that a compromise.
Yeah. Now, the other there was 3 questions there. Do you want any mutant shit tied up in Endgame?
I think it'd be cool if whatever happens in Endgame changes the timeline to allow mutants. That would be cool.
I would be. And do you want it through the movie, like an Easter egg or all that, or would you prefer it be a post credit? Would that be enough? All that kind of stuff.
I want it post credit.
Yeah, that's where I want it too.
Yeah, whatever happens at Endgame, change the landscape so we have a new world to learn.
The post credit scene, like the biggest kick in the nuts they could do is just not have one in this.
Oh, that'd be horrible. I think it'd be kind of. Listen, we know that Banner's out, Mark Ruffalo's out. Mm-hmm. You know that Tony's out.
Somebody said my article didn't give any sources, which it probably didn't. I didn't read it.
Chris Evans is done. Chris Hemsworth is done. So you got Hulk, Thor, Captain America, and Iron Man are out of this movie, right? Those actors. So whatever happens at Endgame, if it's a new world and allows us to reboot new actors to fill that, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Then you have Odin and Loki are back, but they're not back because of whatever. It's like this is a whole new world.
Yeah, I don't want too much. I don't want too much.
You don't want too much reboot?
Yeah.
I mean, could you be all right with a reboot and incorporate the X-Men in it?
No,
whatever happens.
No, I kind of want whatever happens to all tie in. I want it to be a saga.
Dude, what if they Rick and Morty it?
I don't know what that means.
What if they
have a pickle? There's a pickle in it.
What if they destroy this universe and then some of the survivors just go to a new universe that's very similar to theirs?
No, I want it.
And then Thanos actually won in that universe.
Yeah, that would make Joe happy.
It would make Joe happy.
It's not what I want. But I'll say this though. I want it definitely to be in a post credit. I'm not sure they're even going to mention anything about mutants.
Maybe.
Yeah. I can almost see them fucking with Fantastic Four before they fuck with mutants.
I was just about to say they're probably going to make more of a leak towards
Ultimate
that.
X-Men it, where mutants are a new phenomenon.
Because that
just started happening.
It seems like they're really going with this cosmic shit for Phase 4 or Phase 5 or whatever it is, and Fantastic Four just fits in better with that.
Maybe mutants are the cure for that, though.
You know what I was thinking about when he was asking about what team do you want? I've been thinking about that recently, and for a long time I was like, man, you got to just start with the 5 and then build from there. I'm not sure if they need to do that. And let me give my reasoning why.
You talking about the 5 original?
Yeah, because
Cyclops, Beast, Jean Grey, Iceman, and
Angel.
Okay.
Here's why I don't think they need to do that. The animated series didn't. It just drops.
True.
It just drops you in.
Blue and Gold Squad almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was kind of like a greatest hits of the Blue and Gold.
Yeah.
But
don't forget Morph.
Yeah, and dude, they did forget Morph.
Dude, what about Remember Morph? Yeah, on T-shirts. Never forget Morph.
Yeah,
I'll make it up for next Comic Con.
Never forget.
Handwritten.
But if they were some black ops, kind of, if they were always operating in secrecy, you could drop them. You could drop in.
I'm down with that.
Right into the 90s X-Men. So to speak. and they can just acknowledge this past.
Dude, how badass would that be if they made, and then this is a fucking pipe dream. It's a fucking pipe dream. But if like there are already mutants in Endgame that they've kept hidden the whole time, and like that was their big expose. Like this mutant shadow war has been going on the whole time, and the events of the snap, they're like, we need to go help the Avengers. And you have a shit ton of mutants helping the Avengers.
While
it's never gonna happen.
No, but I think that also there might be something that's like unearned about that. Like especially if they were like really critical in saving the day. It's like, man, these are like I love the X-Men. They are my favorite Marvel characters. But like I kind of feel like they can't win this one.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you.
There is that question that we still have about where do you see like what.
In 5 years?
Yeah, where do you see third party in 5 years? What do you plan on doing? Like, do you plan for an end of your collection? And
I do have to answer that. Where do you see third party in 5 years?
Okay, good.
eBay. The answer is eBay. All right, what's your question?
I don't know if we want to tackle it without Chris and Joe. I guess I don't know what Joe. I need to have a Patreon moment with Joe. I need to get to Joe. Joe needs my help. Yeah,
maybe
too much work. Too much work makes Joe.
Joe is like you in that aspect. The more you push, the opposite reaction happens.
No, because some of the stuff that we've done, the Patreon talks.
No, just arguing with me about it's fine.
Like we've gotten places. We've gotten places on that shit. I just want to make sure that we don't have any other questions to kind of.
Was there another part of that question that we missed? Or are we good? We tagged everything.
No, that was it. Okay. That was it.
All right.
I think that might be it. Anything else you want to talk about? Let's see. We got this one. One serious question this week, and then some rapid fire offs. Oh, this is good. This is from James G. So he said, "What? Let's see. Listening to you talk about video game characters you liked, I got thinking, if any, what was the first game you beat in the arcade?"
Ooh.
Mine was Mortal Kombat. No, I'm going to say it was probably X-Men. X-Men or Turtles.
Oh, yeah.
Turtles was mine, I think.
Because you could just keep dumping quarters into it, and the team element. It was X-Men or Turtles. It was one of the two. I would probably go with Turtles.
I think Turtles was for me because people could jump on. So it wasn't necessarily me beating it as much as it was a team.
Big Game Hunting 4.
Dude, those games are trash.
I don't think I've ever beat a game in the arcade.
You never played X-Men all the way through? Because I definitely played that one all the way through. I definitely played Turtles all the way through. I definitely played Mortal Kombat 1 and 2 all the way through.
I probably played them on the console versions of the arcade games. I can do it now.
Yeah. He actually says, for me, it was Capcom Punisher and Nick Fury. I still remember sweating and clammy hands at the last stage. I'd like to say it's Turtles, the arcade game, but when my brother and I got to Shredder, he died and we were out of quarters, so I told him to go find Mom. While I was dodging hits, instead of finding Mom, my brother ran to the huge fountain people would throw change into until a security guard took him to our mom. By then, I was dead, and the ass-whooping had commenced for me, not watching my brother and letting him roam the mall. Dude, speaking of which, real quick, add on to my Nerd Week. Selena was supposed to walk home from school the other day. Nice weather, etc.
Okay. By herself?
No, with Laura's mother.
Okay.
So Laura's mother arrived right on time to pick her up, and school, for whatever reason, let out 6 minutes early.
Okay.
So Selena waited there for 3 minutes, and then was like, "No, nobody's coming," and walked home.
Oh wow!
At 5. From the school, it's about a mile walk. Crossed, it's not major, but it's a significant road.
I hope you had a word with the teacher or whoever.
Well, no, I mean we had a word with Selena. It's really because she had paperwork filled out to be a walker.
Oh, okay.
For the day.
How old is she?
5.
What grade is she in?
Kindergarten.
I guess I walked to school and back at kindergarten.
Really?
Yeah. From the houses where Petey used to live, townhouses.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know where the library is?
Yeah.
I lived in the townhouse before I moved to
the other spot.
House. Yeah. Yeah, I walked to and from. That's about the same distance from her school here.
Maybe, I don't know. It's whatever. It was crazy. That was crazy.
Yeah.
So anyway,
she got dubbed.
Yeah, I was impressed. She found her way. Like I was impressed she knew the way. You
Really?
know? Yeah, because she's kind of like she just strong arms her way through life. So
I like her style.
So here we go. Rapid fire, no thinking. Pick your preference. He's got a lot.
All right.
Tupac, How You Want It. Biggie, Big Papa.
Big Papa.
Yeah. X-Men Blue, X-Men Gold.
Blue.
Power Rangers, Voltron.
Voltron.
Autobots, Decepticons.
Autobots.
Dude, James, funny. Subbed or dubbed? Dubbed.
Subbed or dubbed?
Like anime.
Oh,
because remember Joe said it.
Dubbed.
Yeah.
I think it's submarine sandwich or dubstep.
Yeah, that's what it was like.
Like submarine sandwich.
Like, I am hungry.
Satan.
No dose. Shots or wine?
Wine.
Shots. Trying to get fucked up.
Camping, glamping.
Glamping.
Dude, sweet. Dude, don't be knocking on my door. You're not welcome. Guy Gardner, Jon Stewart. Jon Stewart. Jason, Mike Myers. Jason.
Michael Myers.
Sith, Jedi.
Sith.
Scorpion, Sub-Zero.
Scorpion.
It's interesting, some of these. Cobra Commander, hooded or battle mask? Battle mask.
Yeah. I was hooded.
Yeah. Blondes, brunettes. Cats, dogs. Brittany, Christina. Ooh, that's tricky.
Brittany.
So Brittany.
Wait, off voice or off?
See, that's the question. That's the question.
But that's not what it's about. That's not what it's about.
Because Christina can outsing her any day of the fucking week.
Of course. No, that's why it's not about that. All right? Let's not be stupid. Next question.
So it's Brittany. It's Brittany. Dude, Brittany, man.
She's special.
She's special.
Jeez, that head again.
Oh, so I don't have anything else.
That's it?
No.
Brittany and Christina's last one?
Yeah.
I'm a little disappointed.
Dude, James, please hit us with more of those.
Yeah,
that was
like
fun.
that.
That was fun.
Yeah.
So here, real quick, I probably have missed tons of questions because I try to keep track of them all as like impossible.
It's Joe's job.
So Troy, who we have talked about on the podcast.
Have you talked to him?
Times. I have not.
God damn it.
But he has a podcast as well now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's about wrestling.
Didn't he have a wrestling podcast way back in the day?
No, he had talked about it.
Okay.
Actually, him and JR were supposed to do it.
Please fucking play it. Just fucking play it.
So he's talking about Michael Jackson.
Do it. Just fucking shut up.
No,
shut up and play it.
I just want to preface this because of his language. Troy's an African American gentleman.
Well, Dante already dropped the N-bomb earlier.
I know.
So we're all in.
I didn't complete it.
I've actually been thinking about.
I didn't complete it.
I've actually been thinking about editing it out.
No, just bleep it.
Just editing it out.
Just go, Joker.
Yeah. All right. So here we go. This is him talking about Michael Jackson
and use my Joker that I just said right there to do it.
Leaving Neverland.
All right.
Guy there's nothing normal about this motherfucker. I mean, this motherfucker came out rocking that Jerry curl like in the 80s. In 2010, this motherfucker was still walking around with a fucking Jerry curl on his head, and nobody was like because it was Michael, it just seemed like it was normal. This nigga used to walk around. Did you ever even see this dude around like any adults ever? Every time you saw this motherfucker, he was in the fucking airport with like hand to hand with either a little boy
or monkey
or a fucking monkey, and you think that this is somebody that's normal. Why? Explain to me like why you think that's a normal person. Even like the whole thing with him. You just think about like him, like you call Mike like the king of pop. When you think of pop music, you think of people singing about love, things like that. I guess like the whole boy girl thing. You got this motherfucker. He's like singing his heart out about some motherfucking monsters. Yeah, yo, this nigga is not normal, man. This nigga like made Speed Demon a fucking hit song. Like he heard the beat, and all this nigga could think about is like, oh well, I'm just gonna sing about driving as fast as I can. This is like this is not normal shit, people. You know, and this motherfucker's like, he walking around like with spacesuits on. He's coming to the courtroom with pajamas on and shit like that. Like I said, I love his music. Like I said, I'm not saying he not saying that he did it. I'm not saying that he didn't do it. You just got to think about the mindset of a person like this. We should have known he was weird from jump. You think about it, this nigga came out like what? He was like 7 years old when his first song came out. From the first song, he was like what, one of the greatest vocalists we had ever heard. But what the fuck was this nigga singing about? This nigga was singing his heart out about the fucking alphabet, just up there. A B C. Hey, nigga, calm down. It's just fucking letters. Why are you singing your heart out about letters like that? That shit is just weird when you think about that shit.
So anyway,
that's great. That's great. We got to get him on.
I'd love to, man. I don't know if I made him upset. Like he'd give me the cold shoulder, Mac.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Well, where's his podcast? What's it called?
It's called Suplex Style. It's about wrestling mostly, and
just like 30 minutes, 40 minutes at most. Not a long podcast.
Yeah, but he's a funny dude. Dante was talking about him earlier, and he was just, what did you say? You gave like a great story. He's like, he's the type of guy where he's oh yeah, where you go down to the strip club, and he goes into the bar, and Dante was like, he's like, you know what, I'm just gonna go into the bar with him. I'd rather listen to what he's got to say than going to the strip club.
It was always interesting though. Like very, very interesting dude.
He's a funny dude, man. It's a brilliant dude. I'd love to bring him into all this. I would jump at it, you know. But he won't return my calls, and he treat me like he took me out to dinner and I was trash.
He's grown. He's grown past you.
Left you on read.
Yeah.
Is that that life form that's evolved and no longer can sully itself with lower life forms?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Probably that's the case.
I'm with it.
Shout out to the rest of the cool table. Shadowcast Uncut, Enter the Realm, Beer and Bolters 30K. Plastic Fanatics, Stasis Lock, Toy Detox, and building up to it, Fresh Communications, Verbally Challenged, and Breaking the Mold. Dante, do you have anything to plug?
Not yet.
Instagram?
Okay.
Your Instagram?
I tried to get. Yeah.
So.
Did you see a comment on there? This dude Harvey, he's a decent enough dude, but that little snarky comment he made. He was like, I'm not sure if this was worth posting. It's very clickbaity. And then I commented, I was like, hey, Dante, he's going to be at Skullfest. You want to discuss the worth with him?
Who wrote that? I didn't know if that was Pinkerton or you, but I was like, oh yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there at 3:00. I got to get out of work at 1. I'll roll right up. Look,
no, he's a good dude. He's a good dude. He's not above some snarkiness.
No, which is fine. It's like, because I will admit, a lot of things that I post, it's more of like I'll see something. And so I will look at the site.
You see something, say something?
Like, nah, I definitely don't say nothing. I turn my back and walk. I was like, should have started training, baby. But like, I'll see, a post like, oh, that looks, or if Maryland Phil posts, I was like, all right, well, if he posted it, he probably read it. I know that I'm not going to. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, whatever.
Also, the TFCon got announced for Reston.
Yeah.
So I will be there.
Cool.
I will be there. And actually, like, it couldn't have happened more perfect. Like, you should come.
Yeah, I was going to ask what's the dates on it.
It's 3 weekends in a row, basically. Halloween party was planned for this one weekend. I can't remember the exact dates. The following weekend is Baltimore Comic Con. And then the following weekend is TFCon.
That's too much.
Oh, it's a lot. It's going to be a nightmare. But
you're going to be like, I'm so tired. Adam, I've been...
This is it. Last time. This is the last time.
Dude, I've done 30 videos, 18 podcasts, 2 shows. We had an impromptu Skull Fest as well. Baltimore Comic Con was fucking crazy, and then I'm doing this TFCon, and they want me to fucking MC the whole event.
I need to look for press passes for Baltimore Comic Con because I don't think I'm going to work it.
Okay.
But like it just couldn't have happened. Like nothing overlapped. Like I didn't need to pick. You know what I mean? Like nothing, no weekend interfered with another weekend. And I already put in for leave every weekend in October.
Oh wow!
Just in case.
Yeah.
Because I had a feeling.
Yeah.
And I got it.
A feeling.
And not only that, but like it all panned out. Like I told my wife when it happened, we were sitting there, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna die of chemical burns tomorrow. I'm mopping," and she was like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "No, because shit doesn't happen like this for me. The things will just lay out. Like it always would have been something like fuck.
You're gonna enjoy Shazam so much you're gonna stroke out." It's my favorite movie ever. Dude, and on your tombstone, Shazam was his favorite movie ever. Last words.
I should make Laura yell Shazam during intercourse. Like that's like probably the craziest thing I've ever said during intercourse was I asked her to tell me to flame on. This is right around the time Fantastic Four was getting ready to come out, and I was getting it from the back, and I was like, "Tell me flame on." And she's like, "Flame on." I was like, "Flame on."
Oh God!
Meanwhile, giving her the one man applause.
Something wrong with you. It's when you cross the line.
All right, shout out to the rest of the Nerd Rage team. We were able to be graced with Dante. Dante was requested by the listeners to please have Dante back on.
Thank you, y'all.
So there we go. And then shout out to Raul Phillips, whether they be Black or Maryland, Joe KW, who will be here next week, I believe, Chris Pinkerton, if you're nasty, who is out, and Mr. Manny. And I think that's it.
And with that said, a great tits.
Oh, it's to me? Shit, it's wax buttholes, baby.
Scientific player.